And it's the year 2026, and about everyone in the country probably wishes it was not the year 2026 and is about fed up with this year already. Hi, we're back for the new year to ring you in with such lovely positivity like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's us. We're alive, as usual, unfortunately, much to the detriment of the current administrative process of my government. I am still
Oh,
alive and kicking. Unfortunate news for them. The Republicans are shaking their fists in anger. They're very upset that I'm still here.
super upset.
Super duper upset. I mean, to be fair, they're always kind of upset. You ever see them in interviews? It's like, why do you guys always look sad? Aren't you winning?
They do. They really
Aren't you
do.
winning? I thought you were winning. It doesn't seem like you're winning. I'm just gonna start like gaslighting Republicans on social media. Just be like, are you winning? It doesn't seem like you're winning though. But like, like you say you're winning, but like, are you though? Because like, I don't know. I don't believe that you're winning. I don't
Just
believe in
seems so for,
Republicans.
for for winning. For winning, you seem very sad, very
Yeah, you seem
pathetic. I don't
really
know what's
angry
going
and
on.
upset for somebody that won a lot. That you're
Yeah.
so good at things. Like, I just don't believe in Republicans. I just don't believe in the Republican Party. That's just my
I just don't
personal
believe
belief.
him.
We live in America, in case you couldn't tell.
Oh God.
You've got it way worse than me, though. This motherfucker lives in fucking
Texas.
Texas. Yeah,
And,
it's like.
and Ted Cruz has already left to Cancun, so, or Florida, wherever he's going.
Oh my god. Okay. This podcast is about video games and fun things, thankfully. I am one of your hosts, as always, Stella. And then there's that one. That guy that really likes Parasite Eve. Last I checked, hang on, we could recheck. It's a new year. Maybe it's a new him. How do you feel about Parasite Eve?
I still love the game.
Damn. Damn, he's committed. He's committed. Ladies, he's committed.
I am committed.
He is committed. He's very good at committing. This man has had an ongoing, steady, healthy, somewhat obsessive relationship with Parasite Eve as long as I've known him. It's the other person of the show, the somehow more tame and sane person of the show, which I'm sure never thought they would fall into that category in their life. Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, it's you. You're still
Yeah,
here.
it's me.
I'm still
I'm
holding
still
a gun
here.
to you across the states, and you're still doing this show. Vaughn just like slightly looks out his head like a window, and there's just like the glint of a rifle in the distance. Is that me? You don't know. You live
You
in
don't know.
Texas.
It could.
It could
It
just
could
be
just be someone
it
else.
could just be 30 to 70 wild boars who've acquired a rifle at this
Oh
point.
God.
I can't, dude. I missed the wild boar era. That was nuts.
Oh my God. The 40 wild boars roaming around. Yeah.
It was on like daily news. Remember when
They're
the
still
biggest
out there.
threat was the wild boars?
God.
Now the biggest threat is, oh, my government own. Wait, it always was? Cox gun always has been.
Oh jeez.
Um.
There's wild boars, but they're just in the government now. They're just dressed up.
Yeah, they're actually, we call those congressmen. I
Yeah, we
heard.
call them
Yeah,
congressmen.
I believe that's a pack of 40 to 60 very timid and shallow congressmen. Maybe we are. Maybe we're supposed to be a political podcast. These jokes is zingers. Oh my god, what a world we live in right now. I'm vamping for time because I see that he's had to mute, so he has a conversation he's having off screen. Off screen? Like he's like we're not streaming it. Like doesn't make any sense. I need to turn my heater off because it's too hot in here. So that is what I'm gonna do.
Oh, more conversations to be had. Okay.
Yeah, actually, a lot more because we're here to do a podcast about stuff. Um, so the last time we sat down, it was October to do this. We've sat down prior to in between that. the last time we looked at these numbers, we were, I think we just passed the 500 like threshold of all-time downloads. Where do you think we are right now, having not uploaded in 2 months?
What was the threshold again?
Just over 500. We had barely creeped over it. So it has gone up. Where do you think we're at?
I'm gonna be so generous on this. 900.
Ooh, too generous, but not as bad as you think. 770 as of
Okay.
right now.
Okay.
We have gone up like a couple hundred each month that we took off, which is pretty cool to see that like people are listening to the show and enjoying it or hate listening to it. It's a bit weird if you're doing that, but you know, it's your time. I'm not going to exactly tell you how to spend it. Actually, I believe I've done that every episode and I will continue to do so because I am correct and you are wrong and your opinions are ugly and unwanted. And if you don't like that, well, I suggest you get a microphone and start a podcast like everyone else does. That's why we did it. How else was he gonna get to talk about Parasite Eve?
I'm just gonna have to spread it like every time I meet someone, it's like, so you know about Parasite Eve, right?
It's just like I'm just like picturing you as I know what you look like. I'm just like picturing you in like a speed dating SNL skit, and every time you get to a table, so what do you know about
You know
Parasite
about Parasite Eve.
I'm gonna explain. So this is about so like before they can even say a word, you're just already explaining the plot of Parasite.
Okay, so the thing is that we had a game called made by SquareSoft, which was what Square Enix went by back in the day before they switched to Square Enix, and they had
Mm-hmm.
created a multiple amount of games back then under SquareSoft license, such as the Final Fantasy games. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Parasite Eve, and Parasite Eve was in 1990.
See, this is why I make fun of you so much for Parasite Eve because, like, it's not even a joke. You are the Parasite Eve guy. You very clearly could quite easily just explain to anyone the whole plot of Parasite Eve on a moment's notice. No prep needed. This man
No
has been
problem.
playing Parasite Eve every day. He's like the completionist, except it's only Parasite Eve. He's just
Parasite Eve.
played Parasite Eve to completion every day for like 20 years.
What's funny is that I actually have not completed Parasite Eve because it actually has a mode that's basically like a tower mode where you have to go up through the Chrysler building, beating up to 100 floors, in which then you have to defeat the final boss at the Chrysler building. And once you do that and finish the game, you get the actual true ending of Parasite
I'm
Eve.
gonna be
But
honest,
I
the
have not
first
done
like
that
two
because I was
times I
really
thought you
bad.
said the Christ Lord building, and I was like, all right.
No, not the Chrysler, the
the
Chrysler building,
the
not Christ Lord.
the Christ Lord building. Just gonna go ahead, keep talking. I'm just gonna type that out real quick.
The Christ the
The
Lord building.
Christ Lord building is absolutely a potential title. The Christ Lord building. I believe they call those a church in this day and
Yeah,
age.
they call those a church. Yeah, that's the church.
Dude, the Christ Lord building is incredible. Just like having it typed out in my list, looking at the words next to each other. It's so stupid. I love it. Oh my god. Hey, you want to talk about video games?
You know what? Sure. Let's talk about
Let's
video
talk about
games.
video games.
Let's talk about
For a
video games.
change. Let's talk about video games for a
Let's
fucking
talk about
change.
change. Let's pick up a new pace. You know, let's do something different. Let's
Yeah.
go
I want to talk
wild.
about video games. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to like recover? Oh, we say month, but it's been like months because we haven't done this since October. So we're obviously going to be going over news from November, December, and January, as well as what we've been playing. So I guess where do you want to start? Do you want to start with what we've been playing or with news? I think either way, we're looking at a little bigger of an episode than normal because we've got more ground to cover.
I think we could do news. I think we start
News.
by news.
All right. I'm gonna be honest. I had so much shit happen in January. Just for context, the brakes in my car went. That had to be fixed. Then the internet. We had a power surge, and my good internet router like modem got fried. So we're on the backup one. That's not as good. Um, and then we had a pipe leak after pipe freezing that soaked our entire carpet in the living room, and we had to get the whole carpet and the padding underneath out, or it would have rotted through the whole wood floor underneath.
Oof.
So, like every week in January has this year has been a crisis for me that has been dealt with and handled, but has eaten up an enormous amount of time and money regardless. So, like, I haven't had a whole lot of free time and energy to super super finance. I would love some super finance. I
Would
would
love some super
love,
finance
dude,
too.
super
Yeah,
finance,
super
super,
finance. Let's
dude. I need some
please.
super finance, please. Super like finesse and like refine my notes. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember if anything like important news wise happened in November at this point. I know December was
I,
the annual Jeff Keighley Awards, also known as the E33 Awards, and we'll get there.
the in November, one of the big things that happened was that Fallout 4 got its anniversary edition because it
Bro,
was
I
the
completely
10th
forgot that even
anniversary.
happened.
And the reason why it was so memorable is because essentially most people thought it was going to be similar to Skyrim, where it's like if you had the complete edition of Fallout 4, you would get the anniversary edition for free, but they didn't. And the thing
Mm.
is that with the anniversary edition, they try to do like more Creation Club stuff, like promotion and things like that. Like in the anniversary edition, you would get like free Creation Club, like paid Creation Club stuff with it. Um,
Mm.
and they would also try to add like oh, what's it called, um, like free content stuff like that that they've I guess wanted to promote. I guess, but it was so bad. Like the game ran so bad that like it was almost worse than initial Fallout 4. Like like it was that bad.
I mean, I feel like I've never had an issue running Fallout 4 on my PC or console, but like Bethesda is known for like games be a bit buggy sometimes, oftentimes, most of the time.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it was
I also
so bad.
don't think Fallout 4 needed an anniversary edition, but okay. I'm
it
not.
was whatever they it was whatever they decided,
Was
I
that
guess,
was
to
that
do.
really all November had? Was that?
That was basically the most
Yeah.
important thing I
Okay.
can think
I,
of.
I I didn't remember anything from November that was important. So I guess
I could
it's
probably look again, but
you can
like
look again,
I
but we do have a meaty little Jeff Keighley pie to go through.
uh oh funny little thing, funny
A
little thing.
meaty little Jeff Keighley
Meaty
pie,
little Jeff Keighley,
bro.
meaty little Jeff Keighley. Um, oh, uh, something that kind of funny happened. Was
Mm-hmm.
Kirby Air Rights 2 had just released like not that long
Oh
ago. Like
right, yeah, that thing.
so, so one thing
Nintendo
that
still
was
exists. I keep forgetting.
yeah, Nintendo is a thing.
Are they?
But yeah, they're still a thing.
Okay, okay. Just checking. Just checking. Nintendo is still a thing. Everybody breathe.
Yeah, yeah, we can agree it's a thing.
2026 is safe. Nintendo is still a thing.
It's still a thing. It's still a thing.
Oh wait a minute. Let's not praise Nintendo too much. There's just something Metroid something not very good.
The thing is that what's funny is that in the Kirby Air Rights 2, they release a essentially what's um like customizable like star rides that you can like make
So
like
like
and
you can like pimp out your ride, like your car,
yes,
basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
essentially,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a
So
racer. That makes
apparently,
sense.
yeah. So apparently, they pimped them out. So it was basically making a weird, crude, um, one of the characters called Chef Kawasaki, I think is his name, in a bikini. That's basically what it kind of looked like. Um, and Nintendo had to kind of step in and be like, okay, we're removing all of the ones that do something like that. Impressive by players to get Nintendo to do something like that in a sense, like because Nintendo probably never had the foresight of like thinking like people would be able to do something like that, but you know, Nintendo always underestimating the little guys.
That's weird because they're like kind of the little guy now. Like Nintendo isn't like we've had this conversation. Nintendo is not in the near pointless conversation of console wars. And when I say console wars, I don't mean the fucking like neckbeard cuck Republican cis people that fucking are like foaming at their mouth over their brand loyalty. I mean that like what actually like makes these consoles comparable, what separates them, like I mean, at this point, Xbox has pretty much clearly surrendered that war because they're just like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, we just want everything on PlayStation now. Yeah, that next Xbox console probably not coming. But like Nintendo
Oh,
hasn't been a part of that back and forth between Xbox and PlayStation for a while. They've been just kind of they do their own thing and it sells. And sometimes it doesn't sell and they almost have to declare bankruptcy a couple times. That's called like the I believe that's the Wii U era. Um and then sometimes it sells really well. Like, but like I don't know, they just like Nintendo is Nintendo. They're kind of just in their own little world all the time. They stopped being like the top dog in video game home consoles for a long time. And they haven't been like even now, like even with the Switch 2 selling a lot and the Switch 1 selling a lot. Like it's a lot. Like a lot of people have a Switch. But like it's probably safe to say that if somebody's like playing a game, your money's better placed on a bet that it's probably a PC or a PS5 before it's a Switch because the PC and PS5 has a wider range of games and is more affordable and runs things better.
The only thing is that with PS5 right now, with the only thing that you're getting good with the PS5 deals is just that, like, I guess you get to play them
You mean all the
earlier instead
fucking
of on PC.
incredibly perfect, masterful, like fucking slam dunk games by their slam dunk first party studios that have just
Yeah,
been like
like Ghost of
knocking it,
Yote
like
and like
like
even Celebrate,
also
like
also also the PS5 that fucking dude the controller tech in the PS5 it's the best. The PS5 controller is the best controller that's ever fucking been invented, hands down. Hands down, it's the best controller. Adaptive triggers is fucking everything, and I will fight anyone who disagrees. The use of
and
adaptive triggers correctly, chef's kiss.
Shafts. I meant more to say that the fact that like you have like all these like what's it called all these like
First party like
PS5 like
studios, yeah,
first one.
like they, yeah.
Yeah,
But they
and
all
then
don't come over to PC.
they're slowly coming over to PC as a thing.
Slowly, but like Xbox is putting their new stuff on launch day on PS5 now. Is like kind of like the discussion of like any kind of console war is completely over. Because now like PlayStation 1 because Nintendo like smartly at the time realized they couldn't like compete with what PlayStation and Xbox were doing in the early years, so they just decided to carve out a niche market and be the Nintendo people. And like the thing is like I don't really think Nintendo's garnering like more fans or brand loyalty. I think the people that are buying Nintendo games and Nintendo consoles are the same group of people that have been for the last several consoles. Like and that's probably going to carry Nintendo for fucking forever. Let's be real. Like, you have enough unique IPs. Mario and fucking, like, Pokemon people are so goddamn brand loyal, as well as Zelda. Like, you're gonna be fine as long as you have these IPs and put out a half decent game here and there. Like, they have the benefit that like Call of Duty doesn't, and that like, yay, all you do is put out Call of Duty, so if it starts to be really bad, that will cause you to lose a lot of customers because you don't have anything else in the basket. It's Call of Duty or nothing. Nintendo obviously doesn't have that issue, but like with Xbox, like outright putting their games like day one Game Pass, Fable. Day one also on PlayStation 5, Fable. You know what I mean? Like that's your
Yeah,
franchise there. Like Gears of War E-Day 100% launching same day PS5. Like 100% that's happening. They have clearly made that decision. They've outright said so that they want to get their games to PS5 even faster than before. They have like bowed out even if they make another 10 consoles. The fact that Nintendo is like carved out their own little pocket and has stayed there and that's kept them alive because they're not competing. Even when they beat PlayStation in sales, it doesn't really matter because they're not trying to. They are just trying to create the Nintendo market and sell to that market. And they have successfully for fucking like 10 years straight now. But
Yeah,
like
essentially.
PlayStation was already like the one that's like slowest rolling out their stuff, and now they never need to change because of Xbox's change that came out unexpectedly of them being like, yeah, Gears of War on fucking PS5, blah blah blah, and now they're saying Xbox games will launch on PS5 same day. Xbox has fully like bowed out of the fight in that like the console wars in the concept of what a console war quote unquote is completely dead now. There is no war. It's over. If you wanted to name a winner, it's clearly PlayStation because they don't ever have to like sweeten the deal now because Xbox has already given in. And Nintendo, their stuff never gets on PC. They're never going to. We know that. They're never going to share. You will buy the Nintendo console to play Nintendo games.
Yeah, yeah,
Whereas
that's just
the fact that even PlayStation like moved shit over even slowly was something I never thought I'd see. The fact that Xbox makes sense because Xbox PC it's all Microsoft, but that wasn't helping them a lot. And the fact that Xbox is now like yeah day one on PlayStation whatever current PlayStation, it really is just that like that pace that PlayStation was putting stuff over to like PC. That pace is going to remain at the glacial point it's at because there's no reason at all for them to speed it up now.
yeah, essentially.
Yeah, it's just we're in such a weird era right now where like okay, Switch 2 did good. Okay, let's be real and like logical about this. Like you're not going to do a Switch 3 and have the same results as Switch 1 and 2. Like you're just fucking not. Like this gimmick cannot slam dunk 3 times in a row. Because you're making a very small mobile device. Hey man, you know what happens when you make a small like mobile device? It's very limited compared to the device that gets to be bigger and have a lot more space for more tech and sit there and never fucking move. Right? Like
Yeah,
it's very much that kind of thing. So it's just we are in like a really weird place where Nintendo is probably I don't know what's next for them. You know, this is still a couple years out, but like I highly doubt whatever comes next is going to be like as good as Switch 1 2 was to Nintendo people, but it will still sell enough cuz the Nintendo people will buy it because of new Mario, new Pokemon, new Zelda. That's all you need. It doesn't matter like it doesn't matter that Metroid 4 took like 15 years and it's kind of lackluster and not really good. Apparently from what I've heard, like it's kind of a mess. And nowhere near as good as Metroid Dread, which came out before that, and it was just like okay, like it's just we are in a world where Nintendo will just probably forever be able to remain in their own little bubble because that's what they've designed by nature. And with
yeah,
Xbox like not really competing but kind of competing, we're just in this weird place where like if my Xbox games have like day one Fable, like I'm stoked for Fable. If I could just play Fable on PS5 at launch, and like that's what I'm expecting now going forward, there is never a reason to buy an Xbox now. There already wasn't, right? Like I can just play it on PC to run better, or like
yeah.
I
That's pretty
like
much like the
it's
thing
just
about like
we are in a weird format where like ironically now even though no one is stepping in. You remember when like Google and Amazon were trying to make their console and step in and there was no room for them to step into? Now there's
mhm.
room, but all those step-ins were so early and aggressive and cost so much money and failed that no one wants to step in. But wait, off in the distance, rising from the cresting hill, it's Gabe Newell with the Steam Machine, baby. Gabe Cube is here. Makes perfect sense why there's a new Steam Machine that seems to be really good potentially. Like it's the exact moment to get in the market. And we are in
Yeah,
such a weird place, man.
which is yeah, and especially because of the market stuff that's going on, like generative AI
Mm-hmm.
has been like basically consuming RAM, and then before that was crypto stuff, which consumed
Video cards,
graphics
right?
cards.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
so
that.
basically we were getting screwed on graphics cards. Now we're getting screwed on RAM, and we're probably gonna get screwed on memory as well. So like all those hard drives that you want, like the SSDs or the M.2s, are now gonna also be upping in price. So basically, what should be a terrible time for PC players to come in, like extremely like awful. If you have Steam Machine coming in with relatively good prices, like I honestly think with how things are, then it's probably gonna be up to 1,000 or something.
I
But compared to
believe, just a side tidbit here, I have heard the range being 750 to 1,000. And being that
if
with the
that if
two separate versions, the bigger one, the more powerful one, at closer to the 1,000, the little lower end one with less storage, 750. Yeah, okay, you are buying a PC.
that's
You're buying a PC, but you're
but
buying like a streamlined PC designed for an idiot, so you don't have to know how to do the PC shit.
and it's for basically for games where you're playing at like a good graphics. It's not the best, but it's not the
Doesn't
worst.
need
It's
to
an
be
in
the best.
between.
It's
Yeah,
enough to compete and sustain itself, especially in a weird sudden massive market where it's like, bro, it doesn't matter if they make another Xbox or not. It's not going to sell crazy numbers. There is no way in hell like for Xbox to step back into the console like environment and grab a foothold now after already like kind of just clearly being willing to put their shit wherever it needs to be to sell, short of putting it on a Nintendo thing. It's like it would have to be the greatest console ever made and the most affordable. There's no way they're doing that. We are in a new era. We are in such a new era of gaming that like I don't know if you know this statistic, and we'll bring more of this up later with like what I'm playing and where I think certain eras of gaming are going. Um, Battlefield and Call of Duty, the current ones, have lost 85% of their player base already. Each of them. Both of them, respectively. It just Battlefield took a little longer to lose that much, but they have both lost at least 85% of their entire player base. That is crossplay everything. It is the biggest dip in players either franchise has ever seen in the quickest. We are not even out of season 1 for their contents. Like in the sense of what these juggernauts of the gaming industry used to be, like player retention wise, right? These are dead games compared to like what you expect from these franchises. Like in that even when these franchises were bad, their player base retention was still massive. And it's just the games have been getting steadily worse for so long that even the most die-hard loyalists have just completely bounced. Like we are in an era where the console environment, the at-home gaming environment is more open for room for new things, new ideas, Steam Machine to come in, but also in genres and vary in the video game industry itself. Like the fact that Battlefield and Call of Duty is like clearly no longer top dog selling and may never be that again is fascinating, like statistically, because like I didn't think I'd ever see that. Like, it's just, it's Call of Duty. It sells, right? Like, it's Battlefield. It sells. It's like, even when it's bad, it sells. Except, now it doesn't.
no, yeah, no. But Black Ops 7 being the aspect of like showing that the Call of Duty can pretty much be on the whims of like close to failure as it could. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Oh,
a
yeah. I mean, dude, 85% of your player base is crazy. Like, that's an insane dip in numbers. That is the kind of dip that kills games in a week, like fully studio closed everything kind of thing. If they weren't such massive companies with like EA is not gonna do no more Battlefields. Activision is not gonna do no more Call of Duties. But like you know they felt that hit. That is a critical hit to both of them. And it's less so even about the damage that they're taking right now and the trust they're losing. It's more so just the blood in the water, essentially, right? Because now
Mhm.
every single motherfucker in who's even got a toe, a finger in the FPS or even just shooter pie, because it doesn't have to just be FPS because there's room. A lot of people who play FPSs like third person shooters just as fine. It just matters if it's good. And the ones that were always untouchable and held so much of the player base don't hold it anymore, which means for the first time in like my lifetime and yours probably honestly, the like FPS third person shooter genre has like the crown has dropped from the heads of Call of Duty and
Yeah.
Battlefield for the first time fucking ever. Like it is significantly clear that not only do they bleed, they are dying. They are dying like World of Warcraft died. They might not die like fully, but they may never be the juggernaut they were again. World of Warcraft certainly never bounced fully back. 14 never bounced fully back. Like giants do fall, they just tend to not completely vanish, but your golden age of these two being the shooters that everyone's playing is very clearly over. And that ties in more to like something I've been playing, and I'll talk more about, and something coming up that I'm excited to play, but I'll talk more about that later. I don't know if you had more to say on this kind of general subject we're on before we get into the actual like Game Awards recap and stuff, because there were some pretty neat announcements during that I'm excited about.
There were some new announcements, but I guess from anything like actually worth news during that, I don't really think so. Uh, yeah, I don't
I mean,
see anything
most of
else.
December
There
is the
was
Game Awards, and then whatever news
yeah,
came after
I
that. I know there's some news about shutdowns and closing studios that came
yeah
in
layoffs.
recently in January, and we'll get to that. Do you want to just go into Game Awards and get that chunk out of the way then?
Yeah, we could get that chunk out of the way.
All right.
I will say though,
Yeah, please.
what's it called? Something I just looked up in the news
Mm-hmm.
section that kind of made me a little bit disappointed.
What you got?
You know that Zoo Punks, I guess, game? The one
Zoo
with like the
Punks.
it's the one with like the rabbit that looked like DMC esque.
Yes, 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 yes. I do
Yeah,
remember it. Yes.
yeah. Apparently, while they say they're not using any Gen AI stuff in their game, they're apparently allowing Gen AI tools for user stuff, and I still think that's a bit weird and kind of scummy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like it's like we're not using anything, but if our players want to, they can. And I'm like, I feel like you should nip that in the bud and like just not allow it in general because then it can get bad. So
Mm.
I don't know. It's just weird.
How would their players use it?
Apparently, so you know how like there's crafting, like when it comes to like think of it like Black Ops and all those games where like you're allowed to use user generated stuff like creating like sprays or whatever. I guess like the game is gonna have some sort of like um some way for players to be able to like make cosmetics with like I guess vehicle customizations or stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay, okay.
So,
Mm.
it apparently that stuff is gonna have like AI tools attached to
Oh,
it.
okay. That's kind of yeah. I
Like
don't. That
yeah,
sounds like you're just slapping grok in the game.
yeah,
Like, of all the things that I would like be willing to like let it slide AI wise, just telling me that like people can just AI art on the thing they want with like how exactly the AI like art has been like the sheer worst of it. No, I'm good.
yeah,
I'm good on
yeah.
that.
I
That
know.
is not the AI I'm willing to let you like live on.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid. It's really
That
dumb.
just sounds like a fucking nightmare, even though that's a single player game. Um,
But moving to the news now.
Game Awards. Hey, E33 wins the most awards in video game history. Congratulations to the
Yeah.
team at Sandfall Interactive. Like that game's fucking good. That game's really good. Um, they had a thank you update come out, which added a whole like new area to go to and a bunch of new outfits and all kinds of fun stuff and like a crazy weird like dream world to walk around in. I'm still playing through the game. I'm like getting distracted by side stuff all the time, so I'm still in Act Two. That game is fantastic. It really just fucking is. It reminds me of JRPGs from back in the day. It really does give me that like era of gaming that I missed. They have stated that Claire Obscure is the franchise. There are more stories to tell. They're not quite sure where they're going yet, and there's no guarantee that these stories will all be the same genre, even. But the world of Claire Obscure at large is a bigger thing than what we've seen, Expedition 33 is just the first story they knew they wanted to tell. So they have like other ideas and stuff. So like we could be getting dude, with the way Expedition 33 looks and the music, yo. And you know they like this game. Hit me with like a character action like Devil May Cry 5, but E33 style. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
dude, like fucking French Devil May Cry. Give me my French Devil May Cry. Beret on. Where is French Dante with his beret on and like cigarette in his mouth? And he's just like sacre bleu. I don't know what French people say. Sorry. Apologies to France and those who speak French. Um, that surprised no one. I feel like everyone knew E33 was gonna walk with it. They were gonna walk with every fucking award, and they did. Um, I don't remember all the other winners of stuff. If there was any you wanted to highlight before we get to like any kind of game announcements that happened there.
I have to look at them through again, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
The only thing that was rather mentioned, and because it's always gonna come back to this stuff right now, but like this was news beforehand.
mm-hmm,
But with Clair Obscure, they there was a point where during like UE5 sort of launch that they allowed developers to use generative AI tools, and that's something that they tried but didn't do because there was like some uh what's called some assets that did show
mm-hmm. Yeah, I
that like
remember
generate
that.
AI. Yeah.
Yeah, and those assets were later removed and
Yeah.
stuff. Yep.
So I I'm hoping that they keep to that sort of um
Mm-hmm.
I guess promise of like not using that, because that's kind of what it sounded like they were trying to be, where it's like we used it, we don't want to use it, and there's a bit of confliction
Mm-hmm.
because I think the creative director doesn't want to use it, but um one of the I think the producer does. Like there's like two people in like in head management sort of styles that are
Mm-hmm.
like we one doesn't want to, the other one does, so we'll see how that goes.
Maybe we'll have to
But
see how it all shapes out for sure.
yeah, because I think it's like awful that like you have people who don't want to use it, but then you got
I mean, that's what happened with the announcement of Divinity. Yeah,
yes,
as we learned that they've been using it apparently for that, and then there was a lot of pushback from that, and it. So that was like, especially after their aggressive like anti AI speeches at the previous
yeah,
Game Awards, it was like, all right, guys, what the fuck? Like, take the stance, but like stand on it. Like, use it or
yeah, exactly.
don't, but like don't fucking like use it in secret, and then it comes out and be like, well, it's actually good if we use it this way. And it's like, okay, if you could prove that, then like do it. But like the fact that you didn't right out come and say like the way it was like dug up, and it's like of all the people you were the strongest anti AI, so it just looks really bad in general when you say nothing about how you were using it. It's like, okay, what are we doing here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
And it
don't
does look,
fucking gaslight me, fucking.
yeah, and it does look like they I guess they still want to use it in their concept stuff, but like the concept part is like the most important part when it comes to like these games, because it's like you're creating like, because at that point like none of the thing that you make is inherently human at that point, like it's all just AI stuff, like
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I I
where's
I personally think that using AI for any of the art, like conceptually or not, is like the worst fucking way you could try to implement AI in any creative industry. Like
yeah,
there are places you could make a half decent case for using it for this thing specifically for these specific parameters and reasons. Could it just be done by people? And would it? Yes. Should it be? Yes. But like, I don't live in the world where that's all gonna go away. But like, anytime it's like, okay, their art has its root in AI, or like an animation has its root in AI, like anything I'm looking at, it's like I can always tell something's always weird with it,
yeah.
and it just kind of is schlock that's like not even yours, and just a fucking amalgamation of various search engines.
It's
Oops, go ahead.
I think it's okay. One thing I probably will say that like AI tools have been used for quite some time
Yes,
and
yes.
still are
Again,
used.
this is also there's this stupid
It's
conversation we constantly
it's
have to have of like, what
yeah
is AI actually when they say AI? Because like when you interact with like any NPC in a video game, that's AI, dude.
yeah
Like, yeah,
exactly.
it's such a shitty buzzword now, and it's like, okay, what are you talking about when you say AI? Are you talking about machine learning algorithms, or are you talking about like all the shit that's been in video games and everything for like ever, dude?
Yeah, it's the generative AI that is the problem because that's you're using stolen assets, you're using stuff that
Yes,
isn't
yeah.
yours and trying to create stuff that um, people could do for you if you give them like the time that they need and stuff like that. So it's just one of those where it's like um, yeah, I don't know why like actual the like people in the creative industry want this stuff to be a thing. It's
It's
just
almost
dumb.
solely like producers or C-suite people that are pro AI. Anyone
Yeah.
actually like working and doing the art or coding or the animation like rigging wants nothing to do with it.
Hmm.
Um, Out of the Game Awards announcements, a couple that like absolutely like. First of all, I'm a Star Wars girl. In case people don't know, I fucking love Star Wars. Star Wars is cool. I was eating fucking good off the Game Awards. I was eating good. First of all, Star Wars: The Fate of the Old Republic. I nearly wept. I nearly wept at just seeing Star Wars and Old Republic. I don't care. I'm buying. Take my money. And then it's
That's
like,
not coming out for like 2029,
it's fine. It's fine.
2030.
It's gonna be great though. It's gonna be great though. It's gonna be great though. Do you know how long I've waited for a Star Wars game like this? Do you know how long ago Star Wars: The Old Knights of the Old Republic 2 was? I'll tell you how long ago. It was the fucking original Xbox so long ago. It's a long time. It's a long time, okay? I've waited a really long time to see the words Old Republic again. And I'm finally getting it. And it's from it's Casey Hudson? Is it Casey Hudson? The
I don't
director of
know.
the studio that's doing it, a former BioWare guy, like one of the founding members of BioWare, like OG BioWare guy's new studio was the studio doing it. I believe it's Casey Hudson or something like that. It's Casey something. But yeah, this is like a guy who worked on Knights of the Old Republic and shit, bro. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited. Like, I can't help it. Like, Old Republic, Star Wars era
Yeah,
means so
Casey
much to
Hudson.
me, and I'm so excited for this. Like, it was almost the most nothing trailer ever, but I don't care. It set a tone, it gave me a name, it gave me a studio and a director behind that studio, and I'm like, you know what? We've had some good Star Wars games. Fucking something I want to start playing through again. Jedi Survivor, the second one in the Fallen Jedi or Fallen Order series, really good game. First one's okay, second one's really good. I want to play it again. I can't wait for the third of that trilogy. I hope they still get to do it. I'm sure Disney will make it still happen because they want it to come out, but I never know what the fuck's going on with EA these days. Um, but Fate of the Old Republic is like, ugh, dude, it's not a sequel to the Knights of the Old Republic, but it is, you could consider it a spiritual successor. But like just to go back to the Old Republic, no matter what this game is, I think I'm gonna be happy. Almost like it's gonna be really. This game would have to be tragically bad for me to hate it. Like I'm willing to give this a lot of leeway because I'm like, you don't know how much I've wanted to be back in the Old Republic. It's been like 4 or 5 console generations. I'm gonna see the Old Republic, and it's gonna be more than just 6 pixels in an alley. It's gonna be great. But also, something that got me more hype, pod racing's back, baby.
Oh, pod racing.
Pod
Yeah.
racing, pod racing. What is it like? Star Wars Pod Racer Galactic. Um,
Oh, I have to look at it again. But
pod.
yeah, it's basically
Hang
Star
on,
Wars.
hang on. Star Wars Galactic Racer is coming in 2026 this year, baby, for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series XS. Blending traditional speeding, like speeder racing, with pod racing elements in an underground post-Empire League. It is developed by Fuse Games, ex Criterion devs, with a focus on a high stakes run based gameplay similar to Burnout and Need for Speed. Like the people making this game worked on Burnout and the Need for Speed series, and they are making a Galaxy Pod Racer. Let me tell you, let me tell you what's about to happen to the people. Okay, when pod racing is out, when pod racing is out and back in Stella's little hands, okay, I am going to play so much of this goddamn game. I am going to get so very, very good at it. And I am going to be out for blood. And I will slide into you with a lateral boost right over the Sarlacc pit and watch you burn to your grave. And when I take first place like that every time and someone's mad at them, I'll just get on the mic and say, now that's pod racing. Because that's pod racing, baby. I'm so excited. I'm fucking but pod racing. No, I don't care about anything. There's nothing you can say that can dim this light from me.
Did you not see that? Like the last thing of that a trailer was
fucking
old Sebulba.
Yeah, old Sebulba.
Fucking Sebulba,
fucking
dude.
Sebulba's back, boy.
How the fuck are you still alive? You.
I'll tell you how. I'll tell you how. Pod racing.
Racing is in his blood. It's
it's in my blood. It's in my blood. I'm
changing oil.
Pod racing, man. I am, dude. The way you're gonna be able to craft your own like pod and drive around and like crash into people and deliberately take them out, like, oh my god, dude. I'm so excited. Like the fact that like. Yeah, I'm not getting Fate of the Old Republic until like 2028, if I'm lucky. 2029, probably. Most certainly. The fact that this is coming out this year, granted, we don't have I don't care. I don't care. They said pod racing, and they said Need for Speed and Burnout. Like, if they would let me pre-order now, I would go into debt to pre-order it right now, because I'm like, bro, I need this in my life. I do have any idea how much pod racing Star Wars games I played. Dude, I was renting that shit from Blockbuster like every day. Every day, every week, I was like, I want to rent the pod racer game again. I was walking in there with my $5 curled up in my little baby fist and one Star Wars pod racer for the week first.
Yeah, I love Star Wars Racer so much because I played that a lot on the 64.
Dude.
I was bad at it because eventually I don't know what map race it was, but there was one where I just could not ever get like first place or win, so I just gave up. But I enjoyed so much playing.
Dude, and just like think about how far controllers have come, gameplay has come, and everything we've learned about how to make a racing game. Think about like early racing games you played. And think about, like, the last pod racer game that came out. And now think about, like, pick any recent Need for Speed. They drive real good even if the game's not that good. You know what I mean? Like, we've learned many times over how to make a racing game feel good. If the rest of it's good, which I have faith. Dude, I feel like this game's about to be, like, especially with the way modern online gaming works, bro. Am I just pod racing against kids in Japan? I'm gonna crash that little kid into that Sarlacc pit. And I'm gonna learn Japanese just enough to tell him that's pod racing, baby. I'm just assuming there's a Sarlacc pit. There should probably be a Sarlacc pit. Some kind of pit with a monster in it I can crash people into. Dude, I'm so excited for pod racing. As far as Star Wars announcements go, it don't get better than that for me. Old Republic back, Casey Hudson handling it at the head. I'm like, okay, that's a name and an attachment to an Old Republic. Like, Casey Hudson understands what he's trying to do here is that, like, yo, if you flop on this, you're hated forever. You cannot flop on this. Pod racing, no. I never would have thought I'd seen Old Republic or pod racing coming back. I thought that was long out of reach. The fact that they announced that, I was like, oh my god, man. I'm so excited for pod racing. You have no idea. I have no idea, dude. I'm gonna make my wake up alarm the sound of the pod starting up. Fucking thing's best. Dude, it's the fucking best. Pod racing's so cool. It's the best part of that movie. That scene's sick as hell.
It is literally the best part of the movie.
Yeah, you know why pod racing's cool? Because it's a blood sport. It's It's a blood
It really
sport.
is.
You kill that man. You don't just beat him in the race. Take him out. Send the pension and the life insurance to his loved ones with some flowers. That's pod racing, baby. I'm really excited. We gotta stop talking about Star Wars pod racer. I'll never stop. It's so good. Fucking love pod racing.
It's so good. It's fucking good. I'm glad. I'm just
Anything
glad
was
it's
anything
back.
else? What else was announced at Game Awards?
So
We also did have a
many
little bit of
things
an
that I could.
Xbox thing that happened that we could talk about.
Yeah, let me just look up again. Oh, okay. This is this was the last thing that they showed,
Okay, what is
which was
this?
really funny for me. Was High Guard.
High Guard. Oh my god, that's right. Yeah, that comes out tomorrow, doesn't it?
That's tomorrow. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Bro,
Like,
we
the
checking out
fucking
High
sounds
Guard? You
like
checking out hopping on High Guard with
I'm not
me?
talking out High Guard. Fuck High Guard. I'm not playing High Guard.
Homie said, "Fuck High Guard. I'm not checking out High Guard. What are you,
I'm not
ridiculous?"
checking that shit out. They could do it. I think what's funny is that it's supposed to be coming out tomorrow, and on their Twitter account, they're like, "Come with us on a live stream, to check out gameplay and news about like what we're planning in the future." And I'm like, "You're announcing that the day that the game is coming out. Like that should have been like maybe like a week before at least."
Dude, it's cooked.
The,
It's
the,
cooked. It's cooked.
oh
It's
my
cooked.
god.
It's cooked.
What are you
Titanfall died. Titanfall
doing?
died for this, really?
Titanfall died for so many things.
Dude, oh, why'd you have to word it like that? That's getting typed out. Titanfall died for
For so
so
many
many
things.
things. Dude, that's rough. That's. Mm. That's not. I hate that you said this. Dude, that's real. That's real, dude. Titanfall died, and like 20 years later, Call of Duty and Battlefield are finally dying from their moment in the sun. Like, we could have had a Titanfall franchise, man. We could have had Titanfall.
We could have had so many good franchises, but the
That's let's not get into that
studios just do
discussion.
not.
That's gonna be weird. This will be the saddest podcast ever if we start down that rabbit hole. Hey, you
It's already
guys.
sad.
Hey, you
Keep
guys.
going.
Hey, guys. You want a new Legacy of Kain game? Us too. Too bad 700 people that might be dead own the IP. Guess that's never gonna happen.
Oh my god! Just
Hey, what about
fuck.
Bushido Blade? Ah, we don't do that no more. Who owns it? I don't know. Some guy who doesn't want to sell it.
Would you like more Power Stone? No, no. Apparently not. You guys don't want more Power
Can I
Stone.
get
We'll
a
just get it.
Battlefield Bad Company again? No, never.
Would you like some Evil Within? No, you're not getting it anymore.
No, none of that. Would you like some Hi-Fi Rush? Fucking no, buddy. None of that.
Fucking
Go to the
no.
AI studio.
God,
Fucking
fucking hell.
Christ, dude.
So
See,
fucking.
this is already depressing as fuck. We gotta stop. This is all
Would
High
you want
Guard's fault.
Dishonored? Do you
This
want
is.
to pray? Do you want any of the cool? No, you
Hey,
don't.
hold on
You don't
now,
want
hold
any
on
of
now. I
that.
got plenty of Dishonored. I just wanted more and didn't get it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I got
We didn't
plenty
even
of
get Prey
Prey
2.
too. I got a
We
great
didn't even get Prey.
DLC. Moon Crash is incredible.
That's like Prey 1.5. We didn't get Prey 2.
No, don't sell Moon Crash short. Moon Crash is one of the best DLCs I've ever played. Moon Crash
I'm
is
saying more.
impeccable.
I'm saying we didn't get like an actual like more into the Prey other than like Moon Crash and just Prey. We could have gone so much more, but we only got that, and it's like, I
Coulda.
wonder why fucking Bethesda. I wonder why Microsoft.
Yeah. Okay, we gotta get off this topic. This is getting dark and depressing. I don't need this in my life right now, okay? I, like, have hormones fluctuating all the time. I had, like, a depressive fit for, like, 3 weeks in December. I don't need this in my life, right?
Okay.
We're gonna, no more. High
We'll
Guard's
move
dead.
on. We'll move
Dead game.
on.
Dead game.
We'll
Dead game.
move
We're not
on.
talking about it anymore. Dead game. Sad.
I fuck that
Um,
game.
So, what else happened? So there's some news here that I don't know if you want to talk about. Anthem is now gone forever, which will always be a
Yeah.
sore point for me. What was there was more than enough to keep and build on, and could have been something truly great. Like the way Anthem felt to play, just the movement alone, I've never played anything like. I can't even begin to make a comparison. There was nothing like that. And that's a shame because I think overall the world and the gameplay was good. I think there just wasn't enough things to do, and the game needed more time. And with more time and resources, Anthem easily could have been something quite good, especially in a world where live service is struggling more now than ever. Like Anthem could have been a game that got some updates and then like wasn't live service but had a good amount of content. Like if Anthem had been given the resources and time to get like Borderlands 4 level of content, Anthem would have been so good. I will always feel really bad about that one. That one is the one that hurts the most to me. Um, Amazon shuts down New World Studios is shutting down soon. So
Yes.
Amazon's thing is shutting down. So Amazon is just kind of exiting the gaming industry entirely, slowly but surely, apparently. And Ubisoft just shut down a bunch of studios as well.
Yes, they shuttered 7 or 6 games. I think it was 7 games.
Something like that, yeah.
Um, yeah, and then yeah, basically just uh, I think the one thing that they mentioned that survived was uh Beyond Good and Evil 2. That's the only thing that's currently
Yeah, they keep saying
no
that.
matter. They keep saying that. I think it's dead. I think it's just dead, and they just keep saying it's alive, it's alive. But I think it's dead. I don't think it's ever coming out.
Dude, the last
Um,
time we got any, like, anything for that was, like, fucking. Homie, I don't think I was transitioning yet.
yeah, yeah. It was 12 years ago. I think is what
Oh,
someone
yeah, that was
said.
a
It
long
was
fucking time ago.
yeah, 12 years ago is about when they announced it. So
Holy
yeah,
fuck, that's
we're
not real.
not.
Shut up.
We're
12
not. It's
years?
not real anymore. It's not real.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. How long did Silk Song have, like, how long was Silk
Not
Song
even
announced
that
for?
much.
Oh, are you
Not
sure?
even.
Ah, yo, people definitely, like, went to high school and finished high school before Silk Song came out.
Not as much as Beyond Good and Evil. I doubt it.
When was Silk Song first announced? Silk Song was first announced on February 14th, 2019. Okay. Well, I mean, it just came out last year,
29.
so hold
Yeah,
on.
which
That's
was
pretty
6 years.
long.
6 years.
That's
Fucking
pretty
Beyond Good and
long.
Evil is double the
Dude.
amount than Silk
Dude,
Song.
dude,
Double the
dude,
amount.
that's okay. Okay. First of all, fucking Beyond Good and Evil 2, much bigger game to make. Let's be clear about that. Definitely a much bigger game than even Silk Song's meant to be, and like way more going on in it. But like,
I'll
holy
I'll put.
fuck, dude! Like Silk Song
Uh,
was 6 years, dude. People like finished middle school, went into high school, and graduated before Silk Song came out.
do you want to know what's longer than that? Metroid Prime 4 was first announced in 2017.
Shut the fuck up. That game took
It
almost a
was
day.
it. It's almost
Alright,
a
alright.
decade.
No more announcing games that don't come out within 3 years. Stop. Why? Why? By the
I
time
don't
this game comes
understand.
out, the product that you're giving me is changed concept 700 fucking. What the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
it's I
Like, you
I
know what?
hate
You know
that.
what? Why don't we start talking about the Marvel movie that's gonna come out in 30 years? What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
It's stupid.
I games need to now have like an
Yes.
imposed rule where
Yes.
you cannot announce something
If it's not
that's
coming out
further
in
away than a
three,
year. If
a
no, I'm
year,
going with a
you're
year.
going a
A
year.
year. A
That
year.
doesn't work. That doesn't work. You're being too strict. Think about like development cycles, especially for like FromSoft stuff or things like that. Like, I
No,
think
I
2 to 3 years is reasonable because also, a year, a strict year. Because if this could be enforced, you got to remember that means you're gonna put us into a world where every fucking game has to be done in a year or it can't come out. That's a
no, 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 no,
terrible world.
no, no, no. Development can always like game development is like 4 to 6 years, which is weird that it has to be that long. But for like even if it's at base 4 years, on the third year, that's when you're announcing the game. Because
Hmm.
by that last year, the fourth year,
Hmm.
you're
Buddy,
either
we're gonna have
putting
no news to talk about if they do this.
that's fine. We can go back and talk about all of the other stuff.
Oh yeah, we can talk about Parasite Eve now. The whole point of his plan. Here we are, the Parasite Eve podcast. No new games have been announced, so we have to talk about Parasite Eve again.
I yeah, literally. Let's talk about what I did this run instead of my first.
This time, instead of reloading the pistol at this hallway, I didn't reload.
I actually switched my pistol.
I deleted my save and started again. Here's how far I got in a month. Oh my god. I do think we might not agree on the exact timing, but definitely 10 years too long, 12 years too long, 6 years too long. Vaughn says one, I'm willing to give you 2, 3 hard max, no more than 3.
Because here's the thing, I'm thinking of like currently the psych one of the well-known series right now that tends to, not always, but tends to have usually like either a 6 to a year cycle of just
Mm-hmm.
of announcements is Resident Evil. Because usually every time they announced it, it's always within a year of release that it's been announced. Um, I think like I remember the RE7 was announced in a E3 presentation. What was it? 20, not 15, maybe 16.
Oh, I don't
Um,
remember, man.
and then it released 6 months later, and then RE2 remake was something similar, and then RE4 was almost somewhat similar again, but
All
like
right.
that was
Well, okay. First of all,
like
buddy, everybody can't be Capcom. Okay.
because Capcom did not use its own rules with Pragmata. Pragmata was announced back in 2019. Took so many years of development of causing a constant like, oh, we had to change this. We're now releasing 2021. No, actually 2022. 2023, nothing. Complete silence for 2 years, and then now they came back last year
Yeah. Now
saying,
no one
"Oh, we're
cares.
releasing this year." People do care, but
No.
that's the problem. But
No.
that's the problem.
No.
That's the problem. It's
You
the
all are
fact that they
drinking the
announced
Kool
it.
Aid.
They announced it so early. If that should have been announced like last year when they actually had something solid to work on. Because now that last year is coming in this year, like people are excited because now they had a demo released during the what's it called the Game Awards. That was kind of the whole thing that they released a demo
You know what?
last year that's
This actually
playable.
makes me think of something. Do you think more than a year ahead of like release announcement is okay if they have like a decent slice of like gameplay to show off? Because if they're just giving me like a trailer, like an announcement trailer, my answer changes. 2 to 3 years is not like if you're gonna show off with 2 to 3 years before you come out. If you're gonna like try to market a little bit at this point in this at like at Summer Game Awards this year and then Summer Game Awards next year and then the launch trailer hype up, you gotta have gameplay if you're gonna talk about it that early. You gotta have something I can sink my teeth into. You cannot just announce or CG trailer me. You need, or if you're gonna go the CG trailer route and it's not gameplay, it better be the most compelling goddamn like 3 minutes of trailer footage I've ever seen. But like I personally, I'm more willing to like be okay with like a 2 to 3 year announcement if you're showing me gameplay. Like if they
I
just talked about Fable and I didn't get to see the game at all and they just kind of talked about it again, I'd be kind of annoyed right now. But I got to see a little bit finally, and that gives me something.
well, the thing is that that's releasing this year. Like at least the whatever the dev talk of now of
Yes.
Fable
Yes,
was at
but
least like,
it's
hey,
also the
it's
first
coming
time
out
we're
this year.
seeing gameplay at all, even though it was
Yeah,
very brief. But we haven't seen any, and it was like a proper little Vidoc.
yeah. So like I'm okay with that, but like yeah, if it's I'm still maybe hesitant because gameplay can change in
Everything
two
can
to three
change.
years. Gameplay can drastically change, so I'm a bit wary of giving that leeway. But if it's as close to final as it can be, I'm maybe
Mm.
okay with like 2 years giving announcement and there's
Mm-hmm.
like at least solid amount of gameplay. Like this is pretty much what it is. There might be a few changes here and there,
Mm-hmm.
like nothing too big, but just enough to be like we had to adjust a few things. Maybe that's fine with the
Mm. And it's a
2 year.
tricky thing. I think
Yeah,
like because you gotta have some marketing. You have to have some kind of marketing push. You have to like get notice of the game out there in an overly saturated market. So you can't go too like close to launch or no one knows you exist. Unless you're like a big name thing. And even then, like, I'm gonna be honest, I forget about Pragmata every time. Because I don't give a fuck. Because I couldn't
but
give two fuck. Like, whatever the fuck the dinosaur thing was that came out, I don't give a fuck about that either. I don't even care.
for me for me the problem when they announce it for too long ago because then you forget about it. You completely forget
See,
that
that's
it's
the
a
thing,
game.
though. That's the thing, though. No one forgot about Silksong, right? Like, we forgot about Pragmata, even as much as I hate on it. I say for good reason, you say for not. But, like, regardless, people struggled to remember it existed. Silksong didn't have that problem, right? Nobody was forgetting that Silksong was somewhere being developed. Because every fucking event, everyone was like, when Silksong, though? You know what I mean? So, like, it's
Yeah,
not
but that
inherently
was
that you're gonna forget about it. It's entirely about, like, the demand of the thing. So, like,
it's memes. It's pretty much comes down to community sentiment
but,
and
like, memes
Pragmata
comes
really.
from, like, you either care about it enough to hate that it's not here or you don't like you know what I mean, like nobody's making a
Well, that's what I'm
meme
saying.
about
Community
when
sentiment.
Pragmata because there's not enough people interested in Pragmata. It's not nearly close.
Yeah, because it's a new IP from Capcom, and people didn't really get like what that CG trailer was about. No one did. Everyone was kind of. I remember back then, people were thinking it's like, is this like a Hideo Kojima game? Because even the astronaut guy looks similar to the Kojima Productions astronaut, but
I
it
don't think it
wasn't. It
does
was a
at all. I
Capcom.
think the Ludens guy looks way cooler. I think this Capcom astronaut John Everyman looks fucking as dumb as Master Chief, but okay.
I'm just saying, like I remember back then, like there
Dude,
was a
dude,
bit of confusion back then.
I'm such a Pragmata hater. Like the more
You
they've
are a
shown
Pragmata
me,
hater.
the more hatred I've had. Like like I hated it instantly. Like that did not win me over. You do not have my vote. And the more they've shown me, the more I hate it. And then the more like people dude listening to Max, love the dude, love his content. Shout out to Maximilian, dude. Him like gushing about Pragmata and then like playing the demo and talking about it about like, oh, it's so cool doing puzzles on this side of your brain while you shoot on that side of your brain. And I'm just like, bro, you sound like you're in a cult. Like, you sound like you're in a cult. Everyone talking about Pragmata telling me why it's good. Straight up, you sound like you're in a cult because what you're saying sounds like the worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. And then I look at the gameplay. I've watched people play through this demo. Holy shit, this game looks boring as fuck when I'm watching it. Like, I'm just like, this looks like the most unenjoyable thing I've ever seen in probably like the last. I think this looks like the most boring game in the last 10 years. I'll say it. I think Pragmata is the most boring looking in terms of how it looks like it plays and just aesthetically and just like everything about it that they've shown off. I just like the Pragmata hatred that I have could not be greater. Like I'm at max hatred for like this game. I think it's fucking stupid as fuck. I think it's absolutely asinine that this is even being made. And I'm like, bro, we could have had another Resident Evil remake by now. We could have had more resources for Monster Hunter Wilds, and it kind of needed it. We could have had a Devil May Cry 5 like expansion DLC. We could have had fucking Marvel versus SNK. We could have had like bro. We could have had Deep Down. We could have had so many other better things than this. Like I am there is you could not pay me enough money to play Pragmata. You literally like I would take a hard time like I'm just it's so uninteresting to me in every way. And when you make a sci-fi thing and you've uninterested me, I hate you for it because you've made sci-fi boring. And they're not the first people to do it. They won't be the last. But boy, howdy, Starfield. When you make sci-fi boring, it's like the worst fucking thing ever to me.
You know that still has a DLC coming out, right?
Starfield?
Yes.
It's had like a DLC already, bro. I don't care.
It's no, it's still
Like, what
there's
do
a
I?
story
Yeah,
expansion coming out
yeah. I'm
apparently,
sure.
like a
I'm sure.
big.
I mean, who cares?
Yeah, I'm
Starfield
still
sucks.
surprised because that
Uh,
exactly,
of
and it's
course,
still
it's
coming
coming
out
out.
with
It's a
one.
Bethesda game. It's sold enough. It's a Bethesda game,
It's that.
so it's gonna have
What is
Bethesda. What are you
this?
talking about? Um,
That shattered
you
space.
know
Is it
what did get
out?
announced at the Game
Oh my god!
Awards
It's
that had I've been playing it. We're still on news here a bit. 2XKO is here. It is out. Season 1 officially. We are on console. We are everywhere. We are in your closet pressing our buttons, and we will do these level 3s on Wake Up if you disrespect us. I don't know how to do level 3s. I'm joking. I just spam level 1s. Um,
yeah. I see that.
2XKO is out. Hey, I got it perfect off that person. They disrespected me, and I read them like a fucking book. 2XKO. That had its little launch trailer with Caitlyn, and she looks great, and she's super fun to play. Hey, that game's really fucking good. We're gonna talk a lot about that game soon. Um, Other news that happened during the last like months or so. I think you and I, might be having a marathon discussion right about now. What do you think?
We could have marathon
Well,
discussion
marathon
though,
discussion. I think that's out of the
but
news I care about. I think that's the last thing that like really I want to like talk about. But if you have other things that you want to do first, because I feel like that's a bit more of a back and forth. I would like to end the news with marathon. I think.
we can end the news with marathon if you want. I think the only thing I was just trying to look through again through the announcements. Stupid Never Dies was announced at Game Awards, and that one's basically
That looks
made
so
by
weird. Yeah. Is
yeah,
that
because
is that the
it's
one that like I can't, we were both like Lollipop Chainsaw?
yeah, that's the
Yes,
one that we were
because
thinking.
it
It
looks
was
Lollipop Chainsaw as fuck the entire time. Like even when I
yeah,
looked
like
at
it
them
was by
comparison,
Grasshopper.
I was like, "This is just Lollipop Chainsaw, guys," which I'm here for. I'm here for. I'm absolutely here for more of whatever
It's
that genre is, please.
it's supposed to be made by not Suda 51, a Grasshopper manufacturer. It's supposed to be made by a team called GP Track 50, which I guess it's heavily influenced
Yes, you can
by
see the
devs.
influence,
Yeah.
which is yeah, look. A lot of things are heavily influenced by FromSoft. It took a long time, but we eventually got a lot of non-FromSoft Souls games that are really good. And because of
Mhm.
that, FromSoft has to do more things to get our attention. Competition's good. If there's somebody stepping into the ring that's not like Suda and Grasshopper, but is like inspired by the things that they do and is taking their own spin on it, like fuck yeah, more weird. I would love nothing more than more studios to pop up inspired by Suda and Grasshopper. Whether I like all their games or not, I don't care at that point, right? Like, that's like Swery Suda. I was like, more people openly inspired by those two weirdos making games, whether I like those games or not, because we need way more of that shit. Also, Lollipop Chainsaw rips. It's fucking great. I am always down for more of whatever that is.
I
And
never got to
Stupid
play
Never
the
Dies.
original, sadly.
Really? Dude, I loved the original. It was so good. I want to get the remaster. I've heard it's a very good remaster.
I actually heard the opposite because they
Really?
had to remove a lot of like the actual music that they used originally in Lollipop, and they had to do other like generic music instead. Like that had to be replaced because it was all copyrighted.
Mmm.
But also
Mmm.
like some of the gameplay stuff that I think kind of changed
Mmm.
was not
Interesting.
great as well.
Yeah, I wonder if I got it eventually. It's not like a huge priority on my list of things to get. But if I got it, I wonder if it like wouldn't land as well as I'd like it to, just because my nostalgia of it in my memory is like I fucking love that game. I played it to death. I think I beat that game like
Yeah,
7 times in a week. It's not
I
very,
know a lot of
it's a Devil
people
May
like
Cry. It's
you.
like very like Devil May Cry. It's very quick. It's like a 15-hour game.
Yeah, no. I've heard a lot of people like enjoy the original a lot. It's just that the remaster I think had a few things changed that was kind of like
Mmm.
this doesn't feel like the original anymore per se. Like just a few things here and there, but maybe it's still like okay. Like
Yeah.
maybe like it's still serviceable. I'm not sure. Um, but something that got announced. I don't care for this because I haven't really played it, but Control Resonant the sequel got announced.
Okay, so I'm super into this because Remedy is awesome. Alan Wake 2 is one of my favorite games ever. Control was very good. I liked Control a lot. I'm super here for more FBC weird shit. They're making like a fucking character action game this time, which is super sick. I'm super down for the Remedy verse to continue. Uh, can't wait for Alan Wake 3, wherever the fuck comes after. I'm down for Remedy's like single player games. They are my fucking jam. I love them. I loved Control to death. I loved Alan Wake 2 to death. I loved all their expansions. I love these games. I am down for more. This looks like a fun fucking time for me. I have no doubt in my mind that I'm gonna buy this game and have a blast with it.
I'm gonna try to play Control when I can
You
get
should
to it and see
you
if
should
I.
probably play Control first. You should probably play
No,
Control first.
I'm gonna play Control first.
Have
That's
you
what I'm
played
gonna do.
Alan Wake 2?
No, because it's not on Steam.
You should probably play Alan Wake 2 also first.
If it comes out on Steam, I'll play it. If it doesn't, well, I'm sorry to
You
say
have a
it's just like,
PS5, homie.
I'm not gonna purchase on the PS5. I'm
This
sorry.
guy, this fucking guy,
I'm
this
not.
guy,
I'm not.
this
I'm not buying the
guy,
PS5.
this guy,
If it comes out for free, which I don't know if it did,
this fucking
um,
guy,
but I'm not buying.
this
I'm
fucking
not buying it.
guy,
I'll buy PS5.
this fucking guy.
Um, something that was announced
This guy's a
by
PS5 he never uses. It's crazy.
yeah, it's just there for there.
That's crazy. No,
Push,
that's what your Xbox is for.
no, that's what my PS5 is for.
That's insane. PlayStation has
Toshihiro
actual games. You're crazy.
Toshihiro Nagoshi, which used to be the original developer for Yakuza, has his own studio and announced in Game Awards his new game called Gang of Dragon.
Isn't that with
Um,
the big man? Yeah.
yeah,
And
that guy.
yeah. And he was like
Yeah,
fucking moving like John Wick, and I was like, yo, big man
yeah,
getting the representation. Let's fucking
yeah,
go.
yeah.
I
So
remember us talking about this because you were telling me there's been a lot of like turmoil and bullshit going on with the current
uh,
Yakuza studio.
yeah,
So,
RGG is so
like
bad.
the
They
love,
are,
the golden era seems to be over, and then this popped
yeah.
up, and it was like, we have new Yakuza now, Gang of
We're
Dragons.
so back. We're so back. Fuck RGG. Just get them out of here.
I'm gonna be
We're
honest,
going.
that trailer more than any Yakuza trailer made me interested. I was just like, yo,
uh,
okay, we got some fucking gangland of fucking going on here. I'm looking at like a 70s kung fu gang war movie in this trailer. This is lit as fuck. I love this.
I this is what I needed. The negotiate bringing Gang of Dragons is what I needed
It
to.
looks it piqued my interest more than any Yakuza game ever did. I might actually want to try this one at some point. Um, I know you were keen on Beast of Reincarnation.
I
I
looked
looked
at
at
the
it. I
Xbox and
looked,
I was
yeah.
like, this is not bad.
It
Like
no, not
this
at all.
game.
I'm curious to see like how it plays. Like how does it feel to like switch between the combat and that weird like turn-based system mid combat? Like this could either feel really good or really like jarring. Like how does it flow together? Because if it flows like bad, it's gonna be like really annoying. But if it's like
Yeah,
just really good and just works, like and it can, then this could be really neat. And it's also kind of really cool to see Game Freak do something beyond Pokemon. And they're certainly like they
yeah,
seem to be going
exactly.
for it. Like it's really I like that they're getting the chance, and I like that they don't seem to be like they really seem to be shooting for the moon. You know, they really seem to be like, no, we are making this, and this is what we are making, and we are going to make it in the way we want to make it. Like they're not trying to make something inherently safe and guaranteed successful. They are making the thing they had the concept of, right? Like it looks really interesting. It looks interesting. Like if it feels good to do things in that game, I think you've got enough there. I really like the aesthetic. It's funny that we have another game with like plant like monsters, and there was that like Monster Hunter game. What was that? Wilds or something?
Oh
You know, remember
yeah,
what you know what I'm talking about with the Karakuri? It was like what was
yeah.
that?
I completely forgot
I
about
don't
that.
fucking remember. I played it a little bit. It was okay. It was all right. It was okay. I never got super far in it because then like Monster Hunter Wilds was announced and my brain was all that. If I ever get the chance, I think I played it when it was free for PlayStation Plus users. I don't think it is now. If I ever got the chance and had people wanted to go through it, I think I would like want to go through it because I've heard it's like pretty fucking solid overall. Like it was not a disappointment. I wouldn't be unhappy from what I played to see like a second one of those come along and have them try again. Like definitely not a failure of like the Monster Hunter inspired genre. You know, very much a success, even if it didn't like absolutely dominate the scene. It was very popular on Twitch for a while though. That hunting game, everybody was streaming it all the time. Beast of Reincarnation does look really interesting.
Yeah.
I love watching the Vidoc of that where he's like, it's a one person, one dog RPG, and I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Craziest thing anyone's ever said to me. He was just like, it's a one person, one dog RPG
oh,
action game.
Wild Hearts. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Wild Hearts, right? Yeah, yeah, dude. Wild Hearts is pretty good from what I played. I didn't get turbo far. It's definitely very much not like Monster Hunter. The like muscle memory doesn't quite follow through, so you can get yourself fucked over by trying to play it like Monster Hunter. But it had a lot going for it. I think it like had enough to stand on its own. I think it's worth. If you ever picked it up and were like you want to play it, and I had it, I would go through it with you. I think it could be a fun time. I think it's quite. It's got a lot going for it. I would love to see a second one. I would love to see them get a chance to like make another Wild Hearts and see what they could do the second time around. Um, was there anything else? I mean, there's some news briefly about like Arc Raiders. They just announced their like half roadmap for the year. They do it in like a couple month chunks at a time. I'll have more to say about that in games we've been playing because I've been playing it, which ties into
Mhm.
like AI conversation because they did use AI in the built-in voice filters for the game. For when you're on comms, you can choose from one of their 8 selected voices that like that's
Yeah.
what you'll sound like in the game, and it's used with they paid voice actors because that's all the money they had at the time to record like lines, knowing that like your voice is going to be like as simulated as they could with a text to speech kind of prompt thing to make everything in game be able to like I could ping that, and if I have this turned on in my game, my character's voice will sound like this and say that. Or if I'm speaking through the mic and I have one of these filters on, you don't get to hear my real voice. Which is, as a trans woman, it was kind of nice to like fuck around with it and like, oh, I can have just sound inherently more feminine and no one would know. That's kind of nice. I like that. I will say you can definitely tell. You can definitely tell that it's not a person because like some of the way it like reads things are a little stilted. But having played that game, I'll tell you right now, there's no way this game's like gameplay or art or anything was made AI. It's too good. But the voice thing, you can tell. And you can tell when you're talking to some of the like merchants that this little AI and this voicing here, and they've already said that like with how successful the game is, it's very unlikely they're gonna do that again because now they have the fucking money to just pay people for voice acting. Which I think they probably had the money, but
Yeah. I
might not have
here's
had the time. I'm not. It's like, okay.
here's
I
my
don't know
problem.
what the push here is. It's a bit of a weird thing there, but it's better than Gen AI art slop that's just stolen assets.
No, here's my problem with the generative AI voice acting as well, because it's almost like the problem is that like you're using other people's voices. In most cases, it's not being um like asked for permission or compensated. The times that they are compensated, they are paid cheaply to do so,
Oh,
and they get no
absolutely.
royalty,
Oh, absolutely.
and they get no royalties from it if the game is a success. So you're basically also just stripping voice actors out of their money as well, just so that way you don't have to pay them more. But even thirdly, if you're going into the way of like we don't have money or anything, just use yourselves as voice acting.
That's
Old
what
games
Warframe did.
old games had people, whoever they had in the office, just voice act, and they make some of the most memorable stuff in the game
100%
because
agree.
it's
100% agree.
like it doesn't matter if you don't do voicing well, like just do something, and I promise you, people are going to have a better memory and a better like
Oh,
time
I
with it
100%
because you.
agree.
So I just yeah. So there, it just ugh. Like I don't get it. There's so many things when it comes to genetics. Like you doing it yourself is so much better than having that machine do it for you.
Oh, I
I
can
just
I mean, I 100% agree, but I can tell you why they didn't do it because people don't do that anymore, man.
yeah, it's
Like
so
like the
dumb.
fact that
It's dumb.
Warframe, all their voice acting was in house for like the like literally until recently, when they've started being able to like hire voice actors, but still most of their voice acting is done in house, as is their mocapping. Like
Mhm.
that, like that's unheard of. That is not the commonplace, especially in this era.
Not
Like
anymore.
like
Yeah.
it just isn't. Like it's a thing that they've kind of forgotten is an option. So like maybe we're relearning that, maybe not. I don't know, but one of the reasons I did want to touch on that little tidbit there is because as we head into like the marathon discussion part of the news here, have you seen like the stickling point of art creators for me is that little tidbit of AI usage. Even though they paid people, it was still like it would have just been better to do it yourselves or pay those people and just get proper voice acting 100% every time. It
Yeah.
would have been better to do that. In response, with us now moving on to the marathon conversation, have you seen the marathon voice acting list?
Yeah, apparently it
Bro,
is
it's
a
fucking
stack.
stacked. It's
Yeah,
like
I've heard.
the fucking names. Ben Starr is in it. Like dude, like fucking. This is an extraction game that like went the complete opposite route, right? Like
Yeah.
Sony said write the check, which we also know Sony said for Anti-Real. I believe Fern Hook did in recent like month or two tweet about how like the issue with Bungie's art theft has been resolved to their satisfaction, which we
Yes.
talked about this briefly, but with this being like what we're seeing from Marathon now, the push we're seeing from marketing, the changes to this game, the weirdness of like the former chief art director of Marathon just kind of quietly exiting of his own volition, sure sounds like somebody was clearly to blame. I'm not saying it was his fault, but I'm like, it's weird that you're leaving right before the game's coming out.
Hmm.
That's weird, especially after the turmoil of the game. And like, I don't know, it's just kind of like it's interesting to know. It's not necessarily um like a guarantee that it was his fault. You know, we may never know. But this went from like there was no way that artist was ever going to be able to afford to like attack this in courts, and they knew they were fucked, to them saying it's been resolved to their satisfaction. And I remember listening to podcasts like Castle Super Beast or stuff, and both of them were saying, like, I think it was Pat especially on the show, um, was saying that like the solution is quite simple. Sony cuts the check. That's how
Yep.
you solve this. You can't do a whole new art style. You can't. It's too good, and you don't have the time. You're already delaying the game. You can't go to ground zero. You need to keep what's here because it's the highlight of the game right now. Is the art, and everything else needs to be brought up to on par, like gameplay and stuff. So the solution, if you don't want to be hated forever, is you cut the fucking check.
Exactly.
Sure sounds like they cut the check and that art guy had to leave. It just was like bang bang. Fern is like, it's been satisfied to my satisfaction, and it's like, okay, so you got paid. You got paid. I'm assuming, although like they were very vocal that like this is fucked and this happens to small artists like them all the time. Like they do not strike me as the type of person who would suddenly say that if that hadn't been resolved to their personal satisfaction.
Hmm.
And we, as none of the parties involved, you, me, and anyone listening, you know, it's none of our goddamn business what the actual details of that are. But considering how vocal they were about it, it seems to me that something good happened there. Good in the sense of that this mistake was owned up to, mistake whatever, but like compensation went their way. Serious compensation. Um, that being said, with an insanely stacked voice acting cast, really went the opposite direction of our creators. And so we come to the part where we're talking about Marathon. They recently released the class like breakdown Vidoc. I'm gonna be honest, that Vidoc got me excited. Like that was like watching a Destiny 2 Vidoc for an expansion that is beloved by the community, like Taken King or Forsaken, where you're just like, yo, Bungie when they are on point, when they are in form, is very good at what they do. Um, there's also been a lot of changes at Bungie over the last couple years. Sony pretty much, I think, entirely owns them now. A lot of the former C-suite people of Bungie are gone and have been ousted. It is kind of totally different people at the top. They've also been a little more vocal. They've been doing more interviews with just like content creators like Biff and stuff. Got to sit down with like the director of fucking Marathon and sit down in person and do an interview, right? Like we're seeing a little more transparency. We're seeing them walk things back that needed to be walked back or fix things. Even Destiny, like people are saying, okay, Edge of Fate was kind of, Renegades is better, and it's like, okay, we're starting to see maybe Bungie was able to get their house cleaned up and things can be saved. Um, from what we've seen of the Marathon gameplay, that I'm assuming is just the build we're getting to play a week before the weekend before the game launches, sure does look like a fucking video game now. It looks like a fun ass video game to me. I really feel like the class system is interesting for an extraction shooter. Um, and as someone who's playing Arc Raiders, and we're now kind of dipping into like what I've been playing for the last couple months, and then we'll pivot over to yours and do our wrap up here. Uh, I think in an era where Battlefield and Call of Duty are clearly no longer uncontested giants that cannot be touched, shooters suddenly have a gap. There is suddenly a lot of people looking for a shooter to play. Arc Raiders has clearly gotten a lot of that. Arc Raiders is also a very casual kind of game. You can PvP in Arc Raiders, obviously it's an extraction game. But it's like kind of almost doesn't want you to. Like you can, but like most people are not straight up. And if you're not ever like trying to PvP or shoot at people, you just inherently tend to not be match made into people that are doing it. You get every now and then some of them, but like they've already said the matchmaking kind of like does its best to like favor you to be put in the lobbies that you have shown the game you want to be in. So if I'm shooting first all the time at people, it's going to put me in lobbies with people who are going to do the same to me because I'm showing the game that I want to like PvP more. I will say Arc Raiders feels, just from my time in it, and I've put like 70 hours into it, that like this is a game that is way more PvE than PvP for an extraction game. And from what I'm seeing of Marathon, I think it's the exact fucking opposite. I think Marathon is a game where this is a game where motherfuckers shoot at each other. And whereas like Arc Raiders is kind of like as you're doing the PvE part, you're kind of hoping nobody's sneaking up to PvP you or tries to start shit. I get the impression from my time in Marathon tests and just from the game's marketing push in general recently in the Vidoc that Marathon is the type of extraction game where you are PvPing almost like you're going to kill people. They're going to try to kill you, yeah. And you're trying to do that, fight people before the PvE aspect starts to get here, because it kind of looks like they just beat the fuck out of you. Like, yeah. Whereas, like, it's the Arc is scary, and the more dangerous Arc robots in Arc Raiders are scary, and you gotta, like, respect them, but, like, you could take them down. It really seems that Marathon is more this is a PvP game than PvE, whereas Arc Raiders kind of went slightly the other way. And the inherent nature of an extraction game as a genre is no one game is pure PvP or PvE. That's the point of the genre. But because you don't have to go one way or the other, you are inherently, by your own design, whether you intended to or not, leaning towards one or the other, and neither one of those make an extraction game inherently bad, right? Like, I think I can't think of another extraction game that has a class system at all. I can't think of a single one. I don't think there is one. I think Marathon is the first class, like, hero shooter extraction game where you have classes. And with the modular system they've shown off through marketing on, like, Blue Sky and stuff, and also they've shown a lot of shorts on YouTube and stuff about, like, different gameplay moments and the maps and the weather dynamics and stuff. And the mods for guns, like, there's a mod for a one gun you can get that, like, if you kill someone, it has, like, splash damage now on the kill. So if there's someone next to them, they, like, take damage that could, like, pop their shield. Or if you would down someone and then killed the person that was, like, with them and they're close enough, you've just killed both of them because of the splash damage. So, like, I really feel like Bungie has made a more PvP-oriented extraction game. There's definitely going to be, like, the ability to, like, talk people down from firefights. We know that in the marathon ship itself and cryogenics, somewhere in there is the collector. Is there? We've seen him, and that's some kind of raid boss. And they did say solve like raid like puzzles. So no idea how that's gonna work. Like, dude, if I like am doing that, and we're solving the puzzle, and we're like getting in there, and then like I hear someone reload, and it's just like I'm thinking to myself, that's a weird time to reload. I'm turning around and I'm lighting that motherfucker up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like,
Yeah.
how many people are gonna be killed when they're like trying to do the collector? Because it's like it's unclear. Can a team of 3 do the collector? Can like one person do the collector? Because if it's like a raid boss, like yo, you got to be working together. How is that gonna work? Right? I'm so fascinated to see like,
I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of those where it's like you get the entire server to basically work on it, and then from there, it becomes just like straight up like another firefight of seeing
oh,
who
so one
like
of those things in like a movie where you gun down the big thing that came down, and then everybody's looking at each other, and then you suddenly remember you're not friends, and you all just start pointing guns at each other.
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much,
yeah. You
yeah.
know what? That's great. I love that. That sounds really fun, especially if I'm like thief and I just grapple the fuck out and I'm gone, bitch. Or if I'm Vandal and I just like blast myself away, or oh my god, dude, I'm getting hyped. I'm getting hyped. Marathon looks really good.
You like it could even be points where it's like if something like that happens and you have like a thief on your team, like
Mm.
they
An
basically just like
assassin
try to
just like smoke bombs and his whole team goes invisible and you're just gone.
you're gone, yeah.
You're just gone in the wind. Oh, but what if the person tracks you because they have the tracker? Oh my god, dude,
Yeah.
dude, the classes seem so distinct and so like rock paper scissory. You know what I mean? In the sense that like, okay, that's how you were strong into this. This class is stronger into that class. Obviously, gameplay, personal skill level, creativity and tactics, and accuracy and other shit matter. But you can clearly see, like, okay, Assassin is about hiding himself and teammates and doing sneaky shit. This character's about revealing motherfuckers who are doing sneaky shit, right? Like, you can really see the back and forth. It's going to be really interesting to play an extraction game with classes where it's like how you play thief or how I play thief might not be the same thief, right? Especially depending on the mods
Yeah.
you're going for and stuff like that. Um, Tone wise, from the trailers and the marketing and everything they've been showing off recently, like we are clearly, this feels like the Bungie I remember, at least from my viewpoint as a consumer, potentially. Consumer, I'm gonna buy the fucking game. But like, you know what I mean? Like, from someone who's played a lot of Bungie games, the feelings I am getting about Marathon now, with what's been happening in the recent like marketing push they've been doing since that Vidoc, feels like when Bungie was at its best with Destiny. That is the feeling I am getting as a long-term Destiny player, right? Like, I am looking at Marathon stuff daily, even if it's like a 5-second video, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is cool, this is cool, this has got vibes. You know what I mean? Like, it's that moment where, like, this is how the brand loyalty gets you, and sometimes it gets you and you got duped, but let's be real. Sometimes the brand loyalty gets us and we didn't get duped, and it was just good. Sometimes things are just good. We often forget this in this industry as fans of it because a lot of things are bad all the time. So sometimes things are really good, guys. And I don't know. Having played Arc Raiders, I really like playing it more as a PvE game. That's kind of just how I run that thing. I'm there about helping people, and every now and then some asshole kills me. I pretty much never fire back. I'm not interested in playing PvP in that game almost at all. I like the world. I like running around helping people and fighting giant robots because it's cool. I'm really looking
It,
forward to an extraction game that's like more PvP inclined. And with COD and Battlefield like no longer uncontested kings, we're in a weird spot where shooters as a whole genre, and I'm counting that as FPS or third party, FPS or third person shooter, right? Because Arc Raiders is third person, but it clearly benefited from Call of Duty and Battlefield not being what they used to be. Clearly did. It had to have because it's a gun. It's a game with guns. It's gonna pull enough people off that kind of metric alone. I
well,
think if
what I will say is
Marathon. Okay, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, I was gonna say is that it will be PvP more orientated. We definitely can see that. But I know with the videos that they were showing, um oh fucking forgetting, was it Rook? No, not
Rook, yeah.
Rook.
Is that the
Is it
one?
the
Which one are you trying to talk about?
I'm trying to talk about the one that's supposed to be like doesn't have any abilities whatsoever. It's
Yes,
supposed to be the
Rook.
one.
That is your
Okay,
free
just
character loadout, basically. You go in, you get put in a match that's already started as Rook. You are solo only. You get like a handgun and that's it. But his abilities let him blend in with like the PvE guys so they don't shoot him. So you can kind of blend in with them to try to take people out or just blend in to get through them and loot places in peace.
yeah. So that's I think that probably like the one aspect where depending on how the committee goes by it, we're either gonna see some more like community like helping people out or basically just shoot on site because I know
Well,
that's
I mean,
kind of how they were
it
talking about it,
depends, right? It
but it's
depends
very
because
yeah
like society is measured by how you treat your rooks, as Bungie says. But like from just playtests, extraction games when they're done well, one of the best things about them is unlike battle royales, there is like a big social aspect to extraction games, and it's not always set in stone. Often never is in that like we don't know. There's always going to be bloodthirsty people. I think you're going to see more people
yeah
just
yeah yeah
ready to kill in this game than in Arc Raiders because it clearly is inherently more designed that way. But that doesn't mean you won't see people who are just like, yo, 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 be chill, be chill. I'm not trying to shoot you. I'm just trying to get out with what I have, right? Sometimes that happens. Like, that's the nature of the extraction game, is
yeah.
not everyone has to die every round. You like, everyone can extract. Yes, there are people who are always going to go for that kill. That's a thing in every game that has this kind of thing, right? I think we're going to see a mix of both. I'm expecting more people inclined to just PvP because it's Bungie, they make good shooters, and this game kind of seems like it's a little more leaning towards the PvP aspect and a little less towards the PvE. It is both, of course, like any extraction shooter, but it definitely seems that, like, the fights you're intended to win are the PvP fights. The fights that you could win, but like you can very easily just get fucking overwhelmed is the USCE PvE aspect. And in Arc Raiders,
Mhm.
you can get overwhelmed by the robots very easily, but like I will stand up and down all day and yell, it's way easier to take on orcs than it is other people. Way fucking easier. Like, yes, the orc can still kill me, and if I fucking play dumb or get greedy, or or the fucking orcs just get a good hit or overwhelm me, like, it just I feel like it's more intuitive to fight PvE style. The game seems to want me to go that way a little more, at least instinctively for me. And everything about Marathon to me sees more PvP, which I'm kind of glad at because what I'm getting at is if Marathon also I'm saying if Marathon does good, I am under the impression Marathon is going to be a success because the vibes I'm getting as a long-term Destiny player are like peak Destiny era Bungie vibes, but also Marathon's pre-orders in one day put it in the top 10 in Steam. For a game that had no interest in it, what, a year ago, because it was like dead on arrival after that first test and then infinitely delayed for a time, seems to be like it's fine. It like if your pre-orders are like, yes, I suppose 85% of those pre-orders might not play the game once they've played it. Seems unlikely, though. I think we're probably looking at the next successful extraction game that's like a big thing. Because if we think about extraction games, name the successes prior to Arc Raiders. Tarkov and Hunt Showdown. That's kind of it, right? Am I missing any? I think that's
Yeah,
kind of
no,
it.
there one of them that I would have liked to have been a success would have been Marauders, but that one just
Yep.
basically
There
fizzled
was a
out due
couple
to just
in that
development.
era that like we would have loved to be successes, and most of them flopped. The only two that could even remotely be called a success are Tarkov and
Uh, Hunt Showdown,
what would you say?
Hunt Showdown.
Hunt Showdown. Yeah, sorry, I didn't understand what you said a second there. And what's interesting is I don't. Of course, this is just my opinion and stuff. I don't think these games are pulling new players at any rate noticeable. I think the people that are into Tarkov are the people that are into Tarkov. Like, nobody new is going to CSGO. You're either in by now or you're not. You know what I mean? Like, these are very kind of niche, even for extraction games. Like, I don't think Hunt Showdown is rapidly increasing its player base fucking ever. I think the people that are into Hunt Showdown are kind of like into that in the way that most battle royale people, you landed in one of them. If you were a Fortnite person, you pretty much played that one. If you were Apex, you were Apex, right? I think with the success of Arc Raiders and what I'm hoping, and I believe will be a successful game, Marathon, I think we've actually, I mean, for sure, if Marathon is successful, like, if it's good to go, we are now officially in an era of extraction shooters being successful. Like, it actually happened. If Marathon does, like, good, like, real good, like, if it comes close to even Arc Raiders numbers good, like, player retention, that's crazy. Like, that's insane. I didn't think we would ever, like, I like extraction games. I like the concept of them way more than I like battle royales or things like that. I definitely enjoy my, like, go-to shooters when it's, like, round-based and you just try again in the next round. But when all that shit's bad, where do I go? It's really interesting to see the shifts in, like, genre focus that are going on. It felt like we were in the battle royale era for so fucking long. It felt like everything was a battle royale and none of them needed to be, and it was so annoying. The fact that, like, I have Apex instead of Titanfall 3 is fucking stupid to me, and always will be. And now, isn't High Guard a battle royale? I think it's a battle royale,
We're coming
isn't it?
back to it. We're coming back to it. We gotta drop it. We
No,
gotta
no, no,
drop
no,
it.
no, 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 no.
We
It's
gotta
gonna, it's gonna get dropped. It's gonna get dropped right into the trash. I am excited for Marathon. I'm looking forward to playing it. I am 100% grabbing the game. If it's good, and I think it will be, there's my shooters, honestly. Call of Duty is gone. At this point, I don't think... If Call of Duty ever gets good enough for me to bother again, I think it's going to be a minute. I think it's going to be a couple iterations. I don't see them really getting this in line. It is weird to think I'm in a world where, like, the big names in shooting are kind of, like, not the big names anymore. I didn't think I would ever live to see that. Because, like, Call of Duty's had some shitty fucking Ghost exists. Like, it's crazy that, like, we've actually hit the point where, like, Call of Duty and Battlefield can no longer get away with just anything.
And
All it took
for
was
me, the thing about
AI.
that
All it took was
generative
AI.
AI,
And you thought Gen AI was bad. See, it taught people that Call of Duty and Battlefield and these big names shouldn't just be able to make shitty games just because they have a brand name.
I hate that this is what it had to take. Well, no,
I hate
here's the
it
thing.
too. As I was saying this, I was like, this
I-
is the worst silver lining ever. By the thinnest of fucking margarines, is this a good thing? It's like
because
saying, if I punch you in the throat, it's surely better than if I stab you in the stomach. It's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, I guess. Technically speaking.
If I shoot you with this 44, it's not gonna be as bad if I shot you with a shotgun.
Yeah. Fucking tragic. The darkest fucking timeline.
God.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, is that it for news? Or we're
Yeah,
going
is that it?
to
Yeah. League of Legends is gonna have a new client, but that really won't be news until 2027 Worlds.
2020,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
pretty
fine.
much.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it when it's here. I can't wait to be doing our 100th episode when the fucking new League client comes out. Mark this moment. If we're at 100 episodes before the new League client comes out, bro, hold on a second. How long would this take? This is our 26th episode, so hang on. 26, 27, 28, 29. We do 10 a year, right? Yeah, so 10 this year. No, there's no way. If it comes out in 2020, oh, no, we're not even close. Dude, the new League client would have to take like 10 years. We're at like 25 right now. This is episode 26. If we do 10 a year, we would need to do like 8 years worth of episodes before they put out the new client. And they said we would hear more at Worlds this year. They didn't say it would come out. They just said we'd hear more. There's a real possibility this fucking train wreck of a show gets to 100 episodes before Riot makes a new client that's not written with spaghetti code.
Riot, here's your challenge.
Can you get this client out before we hit 100 episodes in 8 years? I dare you, Riot. The gauntlet thrown. Mic dropped. Balls in your court, Riot. fucking stupid, dude. I don't want this to take. I don't want this. I don't. I want them to beat us in this regard. I don't want this client update to take 8 years. That's too long. There's gonna be like 700 champions in that game by that point. Fucking League of Legends. Okay, I need to use the bathroom. I imagine you might want to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna pause as well, and we'll come back and talk about our months. Yeah, and then. Alrighty, after a quick break there, we are back. Seamless pause. I would like you to go first, because I talk a lot, as always, so I want to give you reign to start the months off of. What have you been playing, my guy? It has been 3 months.
3 months, and funny enough, not much.
I swear to God. I swear to God. Arturo, I'm dropping real name. I'm dropping real name. I swear to God. If you tell me you played Parasite Eve, I'm
no,
gonna be.
funny enough, I wish I did. I needed to
I
pull my
wish I
PS3 out.
did. This guy.
I wish I did. It's because okay.
I get it. You
Parasite
love
Eve-
the game to death, and I love
No,
making fun of you for it because I don't
no.
like the game. But I love that you have never wavered in your love of the game.
It's the thing is that Parasite Eve takes place during Christmas, so it's such a good Christmas game to play. But
All
that
right,
means I
as
have to
somebody
pull
that
out
wants
the
to watch
PS3.
Die Hard every Christmas, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. It
Yeah.
is a
So,
good Christmas game to play. It is a game good enough to play exactly once a year. Am I gonna play it once a year? Absolutely no.
it's
But
just the
other people
perfect time to
might.
play it. But no, that means I have to fucking pull the goddamn PS3, set it up, and
Fuck
just
that.
yeah.
That's a
So
lot of work just for Parasite Eve. I couldn't. I'd be like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, PlayStation, just pull it on the PS Classics. And let me use my PS5 for actually something. Let me use.
mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Man who's only played Parasite Eve constantly says, this is giving Parasite Eve
It's like Eve
vibes.
vibes. Yeah.
Boss baby guy, but it's Parasite Eve guy.
Eve.
Incredible.
Uh,
That's you. That's you,
that's
buddy.
me.
That's you.
That's
You're
me.
Parasite Eve guy. You're
Yes,
Mr. Parasite Eve
Parasite Eve.
himself.
Mr. Parasite Eve himself.
It's
God damn.
just gonna go ahead. Tell me about your month while I type here.
Okay,
Mr.
so the stuff that I played, I finished Proteus with my friend, I believe
Okay.
either earlier this month or like
Remind
last
me what
month.
the fuck is Proteus as I pulled up on Steam
Proteus
here.
is like it's a Doom like game. It's a
Okay.
shooter.
Yep. I'm
Yeah,
remembering talking about this previously
yeah.
with you.
So, we had kind of we're halfway through it. Actually, I think we were even further than that. I just didn't realize. Um, and we've kind of finished up the game, and we're like, all right, yeah, that was the game. Yeah, all right. It's not bad. It's just that I think for what we were expecting, felt a little bit underwhelming in some regards, but like it was fun. We still had fun. Um, we were playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint a bit. We still haven't gone through much of that, but it's just a friend and two friends and I were trying to play through it. So it was like a 3 co-op. Um, it's been hard to like get together and play it, but we kind of have fun with that game because it is open world, so we goof around a lot, and we've been having a bit of fun with it. So we'll see if we continue it or not, or if we just kind of like drop it and just leave it at that. I don't think any of us would be like that uh that heartbroken if we like left it,
Mm-hmm.
because like I said, we have fun with it, but it's nothing like spectacular. So we'll see how that goes. I did play the Pragmata demo.
You
That
okay?
one I did have fun with I finished it in 12 minutes. I'm sure some people have finished it in like half that time. um but like from what the game is and playing it, like I was enjoying it. It's just playing it on mouse and keyboard is so weird because the
Gross.
the hack panel.
That sounds
I
unpleasant to do that on mouse and keyboard.
so what I assume is that on a controller, when you're doing the hacking, you're using the face buttons to move across the grid.
The D-pad?
That's why no, not the D-pad, the face buttons, the like circle, square, triangle, X. I assume that's what you're using to move around. or I don't know what you're using to move
Couldn't tell you.
the grid. I couldn't tell you because I didn't try controller. On keyboard and mouse, you're using the mouse to move through the grid. You have to hold down a button as you're trying to hack, and then you start moving your mouse across the grid. Um, so it's a little weird at first because I
Sounds
think
weird.
they
It sounds. I mean, it
it's
already seems weird to me, but the idea of like attempting to play what that game wants you to do on mouse and keyboard, I would never even bothered if I had like.
yeah.
Do you not? Do you not have a controller for your PC to plug in?
I do have a controller. I do have
You
a
just
controller.
didn't plug it in.
I didn't play it. And I was like, I'll just see how mouse and keyboard works on
Oh,
this. Like
okay,
that.
okay.
I just wanted to at least see how at least that went, and like it felt weird, um, but I was okay with it because I started getting the hang of it. Like
Mm-hmm.
again, I beat it in 12 minutes. So I assume like it's for most it probably would take less or maybe more. I don't know, but like I got the hang of it. And I was like, okay, I can I can work with this. Like I think I can work with this. So after playing it, finishing it, because it's pretty much the demo that's been out since um, Summer Games Show. So I think this was out in the Tokyo Game Show. This was out definitely in Gamescom and stuff like that. Whenever this Pragmata has been popping up during the last 6 months of 2025, they're just putting up the demo for it. So this is a demo that you people can now finally play out for those that didn't go to conventions. Um, like I said, I enjoyed it. I definitely think I will pick up Pragmata when
Really?
it comes out. Yeah, I don't like for the lore bits that they were having because it's only like a small section. I didn't really get much out of it, so we'll see if any of the story actually does hold up into being interesting. But for now, the little girl's fine. Mr. John Astronaut is okay as well. Um, I'm just
Boy,
more
he
or less.
sure is John
I'm
Astronaut Everyman, isn't he?
I'm just more interested in how the hacking and shooting and everything's going to be more developed because
Mm-hmm.
again, you only get like a very much a small taste of it. And from what I tasted, I was like, I could play more of this. I could
Mm.
enjoy this. Um, So that was that. I know for the Pragmata demo though, there's a barely bit more unlockables you can do the more you play through it. So I was
Mm.
like, I think I'll just leave it with one playthrough for now. If I really want to play through it again, I'll do it. But for now, I'm fine. Um, I've played through Fallout 4 again on the PC since the
Oh.
anniversary came out, and I wanted to actually see what got added. I didn't get the anniversary edition. This is just me playing
Mm-hmm.
on my normal ass Fallout 4 with the DLC that I got previously.
Gotcha,
Um,
gotcha.
it was playing fine. It did crash sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
which as expected with a Fallout game, which sucks.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
That's just
um,
Bethesda, baby.
that's
That's
just
that
Bethesda.
Bethesda charm, Spitz.
Um, uh,
Todd,
um,
Todd Howard
Todd,
himself spits on it and rubs on it. There you go.
like,
That'll buff
yeah,
out.
the
That'll
good old
buff
rub,
out.
the shoe shine, good
Yeah,
old shoe
yeah, yeah, yeah,
shine.
yeah, yeah. Shoe shine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Todd Howard
Uh,
secretly a Volt Tech in real life, maybe.
Jesus,
I'm sorry,
fuck.
Todd. That's fucked. Volt Tech's like an
That's
horrendously evil corporation.
okay. Speaking of that, anyway, for Fallout 4, I played through it again. I was like, I'm again. I enjoyed Fallout 4's gameplay, like the
I
shooting and
liked
everything
Fallout 4.
is fun.
It's not my
And
favorite,
then
but like I enjoyed Fallout 4 immensely. I've played
yeah,
fucking hundreds of hours of it. It's good. It's Fallout.
yeah, I enjoyed just like I don't, doing the shooting and
The
everything.
I
So
recall really liking the second DLC, the island to go to, a lot.
oh, for Harbor,
Far
yeah,
Harbor kicks ass. Far Harbor to
yeah,
me
for
was
Harbor
like
is
the
actually
peak of
an
the game.
interesting one.
Far Harbor kicks ass. Far Harbor alone is worth playing. Like it's so fucking cool. I love Far
Uh,
Harbor.
I did join Far Harbor. Um, I didn't enjoy much of Nuka World, but only because I know that wasn't for me per se. Uh, because what's it called uh Nuka, because Nuka World is the one where like you play, you go to basically what's
It's like a
Disney
theme
World,
park, right?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a theme park.
Yeah.
It's a theme
You
park.
can get the Nuka Girl outfit. I liked Nuka World. I enjoy it for what it is, like, because I enjoy that. But of the two, Far Harbor's vastly superior. 100%. And I
For me,
like
it was
Nuka World. I enjoyed Nuka World, and I still would say Far Harbor is just a better DLC.
it was the fact of like oh, what's it called um it's not the theming that was bad. It's just that
Mm.
like I'm playing a um because the whole point of the of that uh theme park is that it's a bunch of raiders. And basically it's like now you're either trying to help the raiders or trying to destroy them. And since if you're playing like kind of like the good character, it's like there's no way you're gonna help out the raiders. Or at least like it's always been weird in that regard because like every good choice sort of um has always felt like in that Fallout one has been so weird because everything like you would think it gives you the choice of being good like hey I don't think that's a good thing to do. It's always like in agreement to what the what the Raiders want. So
Mm.
I was like, okay, that's weird. But so I just decided to go and kill the Raiders,
Mm.
as I do. Um, and that was the end of that. So like kind of any really good content
Oh,
I didn't get.
I got a sidebar right here. Are you like
Yeah.
playing cookie clicker or something? What is all this clicking?
League of Legends.
Get the fuck out of here! No, you are not doing this podcast and playing League of Legends. That's incredible. Are you really? If I boot
I
up
am
League of
really.
Legends,
You
no,
want me to show
but
you? You want me to show you? I can show you.
I'm gonna boot up League of Legends right now, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
check.
Go ahead.
I'm clicking it up. It's coming on. Don't worry. I'm gonna check. Go on. Tell me more about the games you've
Yeah,
been playing
no.
while I boot
So
up
like
League of
it's
Legends.
just that like for a sub story about raiders and like the only thing you can do as a good guy is to just destroy the raiders. Like it just kind of felt like a bit of incomplete.
Mm.
Um, because you're gonna end up like there's no way to help out the raiders that makes
Mm-hmm.
them like turn around. You just kind of have to be like, well, they're raiders. So if you're gonna help them, you're gonna help them like take over the wasteland and just you know like kill everybody. Like there's no good solution other than just killing them. Which again, that's not like terrible like
Mm-hmm.
as the concept for me.
It's
Like
so
I'll kill
funny that you're
raiders. I'll
just
fucking
playing
kill
League
them.
of Legends while we're doing
Yeah,
the
I'm just
show.
killing.
This motherfucker. This guy.
But yeah, I
It's
just
it's just so funny
look.
to
We're
me.
gonna talk about games that we're playing, so I might as well just tell people, hey, I'll play League of Legends.
That's just so funny to me. That's incredible. It really is just absolutely incredible,
uh,
honestly.
I'm so glad that you enjoy.
This whole time, what the fuck is all this clicking he's doing? What is he doing? I can hear it, which means they can hear it in the audience. They can hear you
Yeah,
playing League of
so
Legends. He's
let them
actually
hear me
playing the League of
League
Legends. Are
of
you in
Legends.
Mayram?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah. Well, while
I
it's
am playing
still
everything.
there, yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So
Which I'm
Fallout.
surprised that it's
Dude,
still
people
here.
love it. The people love it. All right.
Yeah.
So what more Fallout? What else you got there?
Yeah, no, and so that was pretty much of the Fallout like I played and I had my fun with it. So I'm glad with what I played Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I was gifted Onimusha and
Oh,
and I got Tormented Souls too. So I need to play those ASAP. So I
like
will
the
definitely
OG Onimusha,
yes OG Onimusha.
dude. That Onimusha, that new one. I'm fucking. That game looks good.
That's why I picked I wanted Onimusha 1 and 2 so I can play them and then that way when I
I've
get
played
to
those way back in the day. I've never like in any modern sense. Like I've never played them again. But I remember playing them a lot, and I have fond memories of them. And Onimusha is one of those franchises where, for the game to be good, one key thing needs to happen. It's really simple. You ready?
yeah.
Onimusha is fucking stupid. Affectionate. Onimusha is fucking stupid. Like the plot to this game, this whole franchise, fucking nonsense. absolute just clown shoes. Affectionate. Let me be clear. This is a good thing.
Okay.
Like you know that like anime you might have watched at some point in your life where you're like, this show's kind of fucking ass, but
This
like
is
you
fucking
watch it,
stupid, but
yeah, it's
you
fucking
love it.
stupid.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
show's
yeah.
fucking
I get
dumb
it.
as
I
hell.
completely get it.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
that is Onimusha. Onimusha is your like shonen anime in game franchise form. It's fucking
Oh my
dumb, predictable.
god.
You're gonna like a character's gonna be introduced, and he might as well be named John Betray You next chapter with the way he looks. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it is every trope done at maximum magnifying class value so that no subtlety is to be had. You will call every plot twist 60 hours before it hits. And the character themselves, of course, will be like, "Oh, I can't believe you betrayed me." And it's like, this guy has just been standing in dark rooms,
Bro
chuckling
is
to
looking
himself.
menacingly every time. I don't know what you
Like,
expected.
you know, what's his name? Voice actor guy, Pro ZD.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Pro ZD, when he's just like, JRPGs be like, "Hey, will you help us?" And he'll be like, "At last, my machinations have come to fruition." "Yeah, that's cool. Do you want to help us?" "Of course, then I will gain more power." And then it's like, "I can't believe you betrayed him." Are you serious? He's just been
Yeah.
like monologuing demonically for 60 hours. That is
Yeah.
Onimusha, except that's the whole game. The whole
Yeah.
game is just like one giant filler episode of Naruto, and it's fantastic for it.
God, okay, I see.
So just be prepared for how fucking stupid Onimusha is. It's fucking dumb. I love Onimusha. Oh, he appeared to have to pause briefly, so we will as well. I'm resuming now. I paused, so you're good. All right, so beyond that, what else is going on with you this past couple months?
So League of Legends.
League of Legends. Yeah, League of Legends is kind of on fire right now.
Yeah,
In a good way.
I do think that the ARAM mode is just like where it's at right now.
Yeah.
Like I just the Mayram mode.
I mean, Mayram's great. ARAM having maps now that like rotate makes it ARAM better.
Think that, yeah,
I also do like the changes they keep doing with each season for like the main map, and it does make me want to like dabble in that a little more. I also really like playing support. It's fun. And by support, I mean like fucking Mel support, where I'm just like, no, fuck your Q. Reflect. Dude, Mel is so good.
Oh, Mel is
so strong.
Yeah, like actually. Like what the fuck?
Bro.
Should not be a champ that strong.
Bro, please, this is League of Legends. There's a champ 10 times stronger than that every patch. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's so true. I hate that.
They've reworked Aatrox so many times, they put original Aatrox into Zahen. That's real.
You know what? That's real.
That's real. That's real. Look at the original Aatrox kit, bro. That's just Zahen now. That just means Zahen's gonna get reworked 3 times, and then someday we'll get some other guy and he'll be like, "That's just Zahen's original kit," and then old hats like us will be like, "Actually, that's Aatrox's original kit." And they'll be like, "Who the fuck is Aatrox?" Because he doesn't get played anymore because there's 70 new champions that do what he does but better and get more skins because they're anime girls. I've just like so literally told you the future of this entire game.
Yeah,
like with 100% accuracy. 100% accuracy. Faker will still be somehow the greatest player in the world.
The best player.
He'll just be like in a wheelchair. He'll roll out there like fucking Professor X. Assemble to me, my T1 members.
SKT1 to battle.
Okay, stop before we get sued. You gotta make it different. Ba 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 ba.
We're just gonna skip every other note.
My T1 members, no. Just like X-Men 97, Charles Xavier playing League of Legends. My jungle, no.
No.
Scott, that grub wasn't worth it! They're
X-Men,
like,
we must go to Baron before the other team gets there.
you know that picture of Wolverine holding the frame, the photo?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I needed to cut to the photo, and it's just like his team dying in Otacon.
Oh,
I just think I can't get the visual image of fucking X-Men 97 crotchety, bald ass fucking old conniving man, Mr. Xavier, rolling up into his private room and sitting there to queue into some fucking League of Legends. Ah,
God.
my support! They're overextending! No! My gold economy! Buy pinks,
Worst.
you losers!
Go to Dragon. What are you doing?
It's a trap! My X-Men, I mean my teammates!
SKT, get out of there.
He just keeps getting ganked by Mr. Sinister.
Oh my god. So anyway, League of Legends. This was a thing about League, I guess.
Go on, yeah.
Um, it's just been Mayram, honestly.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it's
think
been
the only thing
Mayhem.
I think the only thing I could think of as well is just that like there was a new mode also added, what's supposed to be their like seasonal, like throughout the entire year. Um, like external game, I guess, ARG, whatever you want to call it. Um, of basically like it's a city builder. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The little
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Lux mode.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So there's that going on. I don't. I think like the only thing that like people are like just it's just to get the free orbs that are like at the start and then like chapter 4. That's pretty much all I'm trying to go for.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, just there's leak and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh, bro, it's hard to stop talking about X-Men once you start talking about
Yeah,
X-Men. This is why it happens to the Beard Bros all the time.
just get into it. Look, that song also just childhood, just fucked up. It's
Incre-
okay. Okay.
Incredible. Incredible.
For other stuff I played, I was playing Silent Hill F.
Oh,
I
that's
completely,
right.
I completely buffed it. I completely buffed it.
Buffed it? What does
Um,
that mean?
I messed up. Like I just messed up. So the thing about Silent Hill F is that um, what's it called? You uh your four endings. Jesus, I couldn't even think. There's four endings to the game. And I had gone the first ending, as you do first time around, and I got the third ending. And so you need at least ending 1, ending 2 or 3 in order to get 4, because you have to unlock several things. Um, and as I was trying to do ending 4, I fucked up and forgot to do one specific task during my playthrough. So instead, I got ending 2. So I now have pretty much all the endings, as I'm about to get ending. What's it called? Ending 4 on this playthrough. I was trying to finish it today, but I didn't get the chance to do so. Um, so I'll see how that ending goes. But ending 4 is, people consider it to be, or the true ending per se, and I can
Hmm.
see why. At least in terms of just like the playthrough, because every different throughout the playthroughs, whenever you do different like as you're trying to complete the stuff for each of those endings, like you'll get different cutscenes and different dialogues. And I'm seeing like what those dialogue options are coming to being. And so I I can see that I do think ending 4 is probably gonna be like my the one that I enjoy the most um seeing and like feel more satisfied. Because the other endings always felt like a tinge of like sure you finished it, but something always felt off, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get you. I get you. I mean, that's Silent Hill, but yeah.
Yeah, no, but like the thing is that like um even I guess even with Silent Hill 2, like the ritual ending, I guess like you still had something bad happen in that one, but um I do think that
Hmm.
uh with Silent Hill F, like can I get into spoilers for Silent Hill F, or should I just avoid
Yeah. Go
entirely?
ahead. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't know because I don't know if you were actually gonna play through it or like
If
see
I
through it
ever
or
play through it, I mean, I've watched Scary Game Squad play it. If I ever play it, it won't be anytime soon. Go ahead.
okay. So you've already know about the first ending, right? The one with the
Yeah.
pills.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that's fucked up, and it's like, okay, so what's happening? Like, what actually is going on? Um, ending 3, which is the one I got, which is the one where essentially she accepts being part of an arranged marriage, quote unquote, because there's a bit of speculation as to who the Fox guy is that you don't really get to really know until like your second playthrough. Um, and it's supposed to be a dude.
Wasn't
Let
it
me
like
think.
the kid that got bit by a fox in the
Yes,
fucking
that's
yeah?
the guy.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
that
one.
guy. It's the guy.
Yeah,
They were like pen pals or something at some point or whatever. I don't fucking know.
they just helped. They just kind of helped. Like she helped him out when he got bit by the fox. That's pretty much it. As far as I can remember, because I didn't really see much of it. I thought that was kind of like the whole point. It's like, oh, I helped you
Mm.
out, and like he feels like affection towards Soper, um, and and you see it like a bit in the in uh during the playthrough. You see uh there's like this room in the school where there's just like a bunch of like weird desks, kind of like in a circle, and there's like names on
Vaguely,
the
I
board.
vaguely remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you go into that and like you see the names and they're all trying to play the fox game, which uh uh what's it called Suzumi's sister told her don't play that because it's dangerous. um or Hinako, sorry. um but they decided to play it, and then when that whole room like does its thing and you see the names on the board again, it says how everyone dies, um with Hinako disappearing, Shuei, I think it was like suffocation and stuff like that, and
Mm.
like it pretty much kind of doles out how everyone um kind of dies off in the first time you play through it. Like it's the exact same deaths,
Oh, okay.
with only one person being the winner of the Fox game, and that being the guy that you rescued when he was young. And so kind of the point of the third ending is that he gets his wish,
Mm.
and like um Hinako becomes his bride. But like as that like that happens, you hear like in the background of like that moment, like no, like please, like there's cries for help, and it's like Hinako. Like so
Mm.
you know like that's not the better ending either, even though like it looks to be a better ending than the first one. So I'm trying to get to the fourth one. Oh, and the second ending is pretty much
It's the joke one, right?
no,
Oh.
the second ending is essentially you fight the fox dude,
Oh
this
right,
fox
yeah, the
form.
Fox Boss. Yeah, I saw a video of that.
Yeah,
I was like, holy fuck,
yeah. So you fight him, you
this
beat
guy's a
him, and then
fucking Dark Souls good boss.
is basically, and then so you and Shu manage to escape, and you kind of sort of play it off still like not that nothing happened, but you're like, yeah, yeah, we're still partners, right? And sort of thing. It's just like, yeah, like it still feels weird in that regard. But
Hmm. Okay.
so I that's what I'm trying to get for and see what what really should be happening to Hinako. With and the joke ending is the space one, and that one was really funny. I did like that one, the UFO one. I'm sad that there isn't a dog one, but that's fair. It's fair. I don't know how they could do a dog one.
Yeah, can't always be a dog one. Oh, I believe he had to briefly mute again here. Yikes. That's okay. I think I can vamp for a little bit here. Uh, I can't vamp. I've lost the ability to vamp, so brief pause. We'll be back.
I don't know how close it.
You're
But
good. You're good.
I do think it was appropriate that it's called Silent Hill F because that F can stand for a lot of things. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what the developers meant it for it to stand. They probably meant to leave it as vague as it could, but yeah, no, I think Silent Hill F can stand for a lot of things, and I think that's appropriate. And
Hmm.
I think I do really will mention before, but I do hope that this Silent Hill team gets to create more Silent Hill games
Mm.
and more different regions as they were hoping to do and stuff. Because I do think that they can do a lot when it comes to um, monster designs, but also just kind of like what Silent Hill kind of has been sort of, which has always been talking about like societal stuff and like
Mm-hmm.
what um personal drama and things like that. And I do think that they
Emotional purgatory, man.
yeah, emotional purgatory. And I do I like I said like I do hope because I know
That's
they
just
could tell
called
the
being
story
an
really well.
American as a queer person.
Oh my god, you're right. You're so right. You're
I
so right.
am. I am.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, I am right.
Yep.
In this instance, I wish I wasn't, but yeah,
I know, right?
yeah.
uh yeah, no, but that's I guess it. I the only thing I could mention is Payday 3, but Payday 3 is kind of
Hmm.
it's just sad at this point. Like
Oh,
they came
jeez.
out they came out with a Skills 2.0, which honestly did revamp a lot of the gameplay that I enjoyed because their skill system beforehand was very
Hmm.
narrow on how to make
I
builds,
remember
and
you
with this like
mentioning this.
yeah,
Didn't they
and
also
this
like put more into Payday 2 though at the same time?
they haven't added new things into Payday 2. What they've done is that they hired a team that used to work on Payday 2. They were modders, and they actually tried to create their own game. Um, and so they brought this team to work on Payday 2 to basically do a lot of bug fixing and stuff. What had been done to Payday 2 is that essentially um, they did a subscription mode to it where you pay $5 a month and um, you get to play with all the DLC of Payday 2, and that's supposed to be so you can, for those who have not gone Payday 2, can try it out for $5 and see if they like it. Um, because otherwise, if you try to buy Payday 2 Complete Edition um, at reduced price, I guess, like if it's on sale, it's like $90.
Fuck
Um,
that.
yeah, it's a whole lot of money. But it is kind of
In this
or
tariff-based economy? No, thank you.
yeah, no, I do think it's stupid because like normally you could buy it even cheaper than that, like a lot cheaper than that, but because they're trying to gain their money back somehow, like
Yeah.
that's how they decided to do it. So
It
it's
used to be
stupid.
that when you talked about Payday, it was always good times, and now it
Yeah,
doesn't
no,
seem to be the
it's bad
case.
time. It's bad
It's bad
times. It's
times
really bad
now.
times. Oh yeah. I think the other thing you could say is also that sucks for Payday 2 though, is since last year and even the years before, a lot of content of Payday 2 had to be removed
Hmm?
because it was copyrighted stuff.
Oh wow.
Like they just
Okay.
didn't have the licensing for it anymore. Like uh, them working with John Wick, them working with the Hardcore Henry,
Oh
like for
jeez.
characters,
Wow.
and yeah, so a
Okay.
lot of that stuff, like they had to just basically remove the game because they just didn't have the licensing rights for it anymore. So those that didn't get the chance to buy that stuff just
Wow.
don't have access to it, even if they buy like the Ultimate Edition
Hmm.
of it now. Like they just can't
Dead
get
by
access to
Daylight
it.
has had that happen a couple times, but not like a lot. Once or twice, and usually it's years and years and years and years in between.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like only recently, because like a lot of the Payday 2 stuff like has been out since like what 20. Fuck, I have to look it up, but
I wouldn't know. It's been a minute.
it's been a minute. But like yeah, like this was years years ago, like
Hmm.
just years when they had it, and then only recently did they have to remove it. But it sucks because it's just like oh damn, like now you
Dude,
can't play
what a
certain heists because they
dark
just
timeline you're in right now. You went
oh
from
yeah,
like Payday is great and Yakuza is great
it's
to
great.
Yakuza is bad and Payday is bad now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everything
But
I
hey, at
loved.
least you're getting Gang of Dragons.
We're getting Gang of Dragons.
You have new Yakuza,
The
better
saving grace.
Yakuza.
It feels as if everything I loved is being destroyed, and I'm having to look through the ashes to see if I can find anything great.
Starts poking the bloated overstrained corpse of Parasite Eve. Come on,
Come
come
on.
on, do something. Come on, do the thing. Come on, you got another in you. Come
I'm
on,
I'm literally only asking for like
just
the PS
parading the
One
corpse out like you're fucking propping him up there.
I'm only asking for like them to add the PS1 on the PS1 Classic. That's
Uh,
all I'm asking. Like minimum,
bro,
just add it there.
no, never. Never. Only NFTs that are tangentially related at best.
Fuck.
Dude, that was the worst. That was like the worst moment for you.
I hate it.
They were
Oh
like,
god.
Parasite Eve is back. And everybody was like, And then it was like, NFT
I
scam. Bro,
hate
it's the fucking worst. Alright. Anything else you've been jumping
no,
on? No? That's been it?
no. That's
Okay.
been
Alright. So, um, I beat Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade is really fucking good. The
yeah,
plot's
how's
kind
it
of like basic as fuck, but enjoyable. The fucking like last act of the game is absolutely batshit insane, and the last like 6 boss fights made every other boss fight seem shitty and dumb. This is a good thing I'm saying. Like all the boss fights were great except like one where I had to fight 2 previous bosses from before at the same time, and it was just really annoying. Every other boss was like incredibly unique, and the last like 6 were just so good that I've gone into the boss rush mode just to fight them over and over and over. It's so fucking fun. The combat in that game is so good. Getting good at like the parry system and the deflect and the dodges and all that. It's very satisfying. The soundtrack is absolutely amazing. The fishing is incredible. That game's really good. Like, genuinely is a good ass fucking fun ass hack and slash fucking character action game with all the money and juice. Um, and there are so many
of course you will
fits.
like Stellar Blade. It has Stella in it.
Yeah, it's why it's good. Cause I'm
Yeah.
there. I made it better. Just me. Only me. Stellar Blade's really good. It's fucking phenomenal, dude. Like, I had such a good time playing this game. Like, genuinely can't wait to see what like a sequel looks like. The ending was so fun. The credit sequence was so badass. It was so cool. It was Devil May Cry-esque. Like credits are rolling and you're just fighting dudes like an army. It's crazy.
I need you to go back and do the DLC for Eliza P. Overture. I
I'm
need you to
still
do that.
on the Liza P. Overture DLC.
Okay.
I haven't gotten through it yet.
I need you to get through it.
I still gotta beat the Liza P. game. I haven't beaten that. I went into the DLC before heading to the fucking Alchemist Boy hideout. Um, so that game's fucking fantastic. Like I cannot sing praises of Stellar Blade enough. I really had a phenomenal time playing that. I think I had as much fun playing Stellar Blade as I did playing Devil May Cry 5. I think I genuinely enjoyed it that much. It was super, super fun. Shout out to the reoccurring bit they keep doing throughout the game. It happens like every fucking chapter, it felt like. Where, because, like, when you find a treasure box there and you kick it, it, like, pops out all the loot because the Shift Up was a gacha game company first, right? It's
Yeah.
Goddess of Victory, Nikki thing, whatever, Nike, whatever the fuck it is, who cares? Um,
Yeah.
when you kick a loot, like a treasure box open, it bursts like a fucking gacha game loot box. So they keep doing this bit where you keep like coming across a gold chest in like a suspiciously looking area, and there's no enemies, and you scan with your little guy, and there's no enemies, and then as soon as you go to interact with it, it's a fucking ass cutscene where it's like you're like, ooh, treasure, even though you've seen like 9 of these boxes in this level alone, but just this specific one gets a cutscene, and of course there's some fucking enemy in the cutscene creeping right up on you, and then it just plays out like a really flashy cutscene where she deals with it in the cutscene practically, and then as someone in the cast is just like, you're too focused on the box. They just won't stop making the joke, and I love it, and I hope it comes into the second game. I think it's the funniest fucking thing in the world that they keep doing that. It's so funny to me. Absolutely incredible soundtrack. Yes, you know, there's all your fucking gooner fits, which I hardly ever wore because there were so many better, like, as a lesbian, I'm like, yo, that tracksuit is absolutely the hottest fit in the game. The Kill Bill tracksuit with the short ponytail and the eye patch. That's what lesbians want. Trust me. Trust me. I started playing Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I'm like, 10 hours into it. I like it. It's fun. It's not very complicated. You can see, like, the limits of the development very quickly.
Oh yeah.
It, it's like Dishonored Light, if that makes sense. Like, it's not even as, like, complex as Dishonored 1 gameplay, but, like,
Yeah.
it's fun. I'm enjoying the characters, I'm enjoying the world, I'm enjoying being a vampire elder, I'm enjoying the back and forth dialogue with people and watching my decisions change the city. And you do feel like a fucking badass fucking vampire, and it's cool. It's a fun little adventure game. I think if I was gonna recommend it, I would recommend getting it on sale like I did. I got it quite cheap. I got it for like 20 total, maybe 22. I think for on a sale, it's worth it. It's fun. It's a good little story. I'm enjoying playing it and making decisions and like interacting with the fucking Vampire the Masquerade's world, which is a fun, nuanced world. But it's not like blowing me away in any way. But it is a fun little vampire detective light action game that's not too bad at all. Especially if you got it on sale.
Okay.
I've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders. I have like 70 hours in. I'm like level fucking 50 something, maybe more. I like the game quite a lot. I really like the difference in the maps and how they stand out. I like the way the Arc enemies like react to you and the different types of enemies, and fighting the big ones with a group of raiders is really fun. The game is just inherently lending itself to really kind of like cinematic moments that are just like really fucking fun or funny. Um, the first time I was in Buried City, which is like a fucking like, looks like, I don't know, some kind of like European, like, I don't know, like Italian villa city kind of thing, but it's buried in dunes. So there's a lot of rooftop running, and then you get in the buildings and under the buildings, and it's really cool. The first time I went to that map, I found a group of people who were just like playing flutes in a circle. And I just kind of started hanging out with them and dancing with them. And some jackass on a rooftop shot at one of them and killed them. And all of us turned around and chased him down, like, across the entire map to get this guy. And that was my run. It's like I didn't do anything else. I just got involved in this revenge for the flute guy quest. That was just like a social thing that happened. I've made a name for myself as someone that just like slides out of the fucking night and just revives people that are downed by robots. because I'm getting pretty decent at the game, and I'm like I've got a lot of blueprints now, so I can craft weapons when I need them and shit. And I'm learning how to like fight the more tougher robots and stuff. Um, it's really fun when the robots like outsmart you too. When they like fly off and they go to like a weird light mode for their engine, and then they come in through like a cracked window slightly to your left, and you're like, oh fuck! Like they really do try to like outplay you and outthink you in ways that are like fun. Like it is very, even though it feels more PvE oriented, it is still very easy to die to the smallest of things. Like if your greed will kill you in this fucking game, like any good extraction game. Um, gunplay feels good, movement feels good. The music, dude, the fucking music in this game is so good. I really like the aesthetic. Also, like I like this weird retro future but post-apocalyptic at the same time is a weird mix, and I really dig it. I like that, like, as updates come out, they occasionally put out these things called decks, which are just like a pass that you go through at your leisure just as you're completing your daily challenges. You earn the currency for any of the decks. You can buy them in any order. They work exactly like war bonds, except they're completely free every single time. You do not pay a penny for the war bonds at all. They just like they give it to you in the update. You just have it. It's there. And you could grind them all out at your leisure. They never expire, and they even include a hefty amount of like premium currency for you to just get free. And it's super fucking easy to do. Um, Getting out of like runs, waiting until the last minute feels really good. Dealing with increased like arc presence in the maps if you're doing things like a night raid where there's less exit ways but the loot is better, and there's different like kits and augments you can go in, so you can go in with like the tier 2 combat augment, which is capable of being equipped with light or medium shields, which slow you down a bit but help reduce damage for a bit. That thing, if you're not in combat, heals you for like 5 health every like second if you're not in combat. There's ones that throw off the little spider dudes that grab onto you, that walk on the ceilings and give big facehugger energy, and they're fucking awful, and I hate them. I really like the lore is being built up. There is like a story being told. There is like interesting lore and interactions going on. I think in the long run, this game can be even better than it is, and I genuinely think Arc Raiders is quite fucking good. There is a reason this game has retained 85% of its player base. Like, the game is good. It is exactly what it needs to be. It is a very good fucking well-made extraction game with a lot to do already and more coming. They just released their roadmap for the year, or for part of the year, I should say. We're getting in, I think, next week, because we're getting an update January, February, March, and April. January is just like a new player project, which is like a limited time event, like the Cold Snap, some new map conditions, because there are map conditions like electromagnetic storm where it's piss pouring rain, tons of lightning everywhere that can hit you but also can hit the orcs, and the lightning can hit like certain areas and leave a fossilized like rock there because it fucking like burns it to a crisp. There's like there's rain stuff sometimes, like, so there's major map conditions like the cold snap where everything's winter and you have to deal with cold like actually killing you, and there's increased loot but increased danger and special loot you can only get there. There's electromagnetic storms. There is lush, which is like way more plant stuff to pick up. There is also sometimes you just go into a map and it's windy as fuck or rainy as fuck. Sometimes it's sunset, sometimes it's sunrise, and all these little conditions do add up and change how the map plays and feels. We have a wide range of like map aesthetics right now. I really like what we have going on. I'm hoping we get a volcano map at some point because there's a volcano part of the map. We're getting a new map in April. There is a new arc enemy type coming in February and March, and then a new large one coming in April. The large enemies, they are fun to fight, dude. It is literally like you are just dudes running around, like, fighting a fucking transformer, essentially, with your fucking, like, revolvers and shit. It's crazy. It's very, like, cinematic, very video game, high octane, like, this is ridiculous what we're attempting to do. Very fun. Really fun. I haven't really dabbled in a lot of PvP. I tried a little bit, but, like, the way the game plays to me makes me not want to really do a lot of PvP so I don't end up in super PvP only lobbies, which will happen if you do a lot of PvP of your own volition. It'll start matchmaking you slowly with people also looking to just kill. I'm looking more forward to doing that in Marathon with a game that's like snappier and faster and more built for that. I'm very much enjoying Arc Raiders as a PvE adventure. Um, I've had fun just giving out blueprints. At one point, I rolled up to somebody and just dropped 30 ducks next to them and left. Didn't say a word. Just walked up and they looked at me and you could tell they were like, "Oh, you friendly?" And I just wordlessly dropped like 50 fucking ducks or whatever from my inventory and just walked away. Um, at one point, I was just in like a courtyard surrounded by glow sticks in the night, just playing a guitar, and just attracted like a bunch of people who then left me with like a bunch of gifts for my performance. It's it's an extraction game that's really like doing the thing. It's fun. Um, I've also played a fair amount of Skate since it's been out. I play it with Lizzie when we have time to sit together and play it. We like it. It's such a small download and it being free that like we just kind of keep it on our consoles because every now and then I just feel like listening to like a podcast. I do a lot of like catching up on Chilluminati and just skating and just shredding it up, smoking some weed. I
Very
really
chill. Yeah.
enjoy. I enjoy Skate as a game that is free to play. That I just want to skateboard. I just want to skate. I am going to San Vance the Dam to skate. I don't care about the past. I don't care about any of that. It's not too hard to grind out if you do, from my personal experience. But, like, I'm just there to skate around and have a good time skating around, and that is exactly what this game is giving me every single time I've ever booted it up. I literally don't care about any future content. Like, it doesn't matter if that content's good or, like, catered to me, because you gave me a big open world to skate in that's really fun to skate in. I have what I need already out of this game. Like, it can only go up. So that's really good. There's been League Mayram, which I've played with you. I don't really have much more to say on that, other than that it is quite good. But what I have been playing a lot of... I'm gonna just kill my heat here so it's not too hot. Hi, little cat. You're so beautiful. I love you. I played and beat the campaign already of Borderlands 4. I have Borderlands 4 on console. I'm gonna say it right now, it's the best Borderlands game that's ever fucking existed. It's not even fucking close. It's aggressively not fucking close. There is no going back to enjoying those older games. It can't be done. The quality of life for this game is so high that you cannot go back and enjoy any of those now. This is your first modern Borderlands. It's an open world. Your vehicle is just like a Destiny fucking bike you summon. It is the perfect blend of, like, tone-wise, of, like, humor and seriousness from Borderlands 1 and 2. In terms of tone and, like, the overall plot, it is the darkest, most fucked up story Borderlands has ever told. Straight up, like, extra fucked up. But also a bit philosophical in what it's asking and what it's like actually building towards, interestingly. The biggest lore game in terms of like really learning a lot about sirens and the nature of the world and the universe and the galaxies. The most fun to play, the most build variation. Guns have never felt more unique and interesting. Like when you're every gun has innate traits in the manufacturer. Like Maliwan will always be able to cycle between two different elements. Jacob's guns, crit shots, ricochet, and bounce around, right? Theodore's let you throw the gun and it explodes or whatever, right? Like, the Torg, all this shit. There's order guns that have to charge up before they fire, like, all the shots. There's Ripper guns that charge up and then fire full auto. Then, as you start getting into, like, your purple guns and your higher level gear as you level up, you start getting guns that are like, okay, this is a assault rifle that is a Ripper assault rifle, but now its sub-trait is Maliwan. And its other sub-trait is Jacob. So suddenly I have an assault rifle that cycles between two elements, charges full auto before it shoots, and any critical shots now ricochet. And that's not even like a legendary gun with a unique trait. And you start getting the guns that have, like, 3 traits on them that completely change how the gun works and alternate fires work. And then when you beat the campaign, you get the, like, Zane's modular system, which lets you take, because there are set bonuses now, by the way, there are gear set bonuses, like in a Diablo game. Like if you wear all of this set, you get the set bonus. Tier 1, Tier
Mhm.
2, Tier 3 set bonus. Each set bonus has 3 tiers. One piece of gear gives you 1, 2 gives you the other, 3 gives you 3. Once you beat the campaign, you can take things that have set bonuses, break that thing down to slap its set bonus on a same thing. So if you have a grenade with a set bonus for Heartbreaker, but you don't want to use that grenade, but you want the Heartbreaker set bonus, now you can kill that grenade, pay a little bit of the in-game currency you earn cash and iridium, which you have fuck tons of by the time you unlock this future. Like thousands of iridium, which is crazy to say, and more cash than you know what to do with. And you can start build crafting to your thing and start being like, okay, now I have 3 sets going. The class mods feel more distinct than ever, like the classes themselves, the subclasses that you can, the 3 different branches you can go into, and the way you build your character feels like there's more depth and more variety and more ways to play than ever. Like, there truly feels like build variety in this game, even if you're all playing the same character and running the same skill tree out of the 3. The way we built them feels so different if you went different paths, also depending on your class mod and your gear mod and your passive upgrades from hitting the vault. You get your double jump, your slide, your slam right out the gate. You get a glider, so you're just gliding around all the time. Um, you get a grapple hook. Movement is a big thing. You have air dashes in this game. Like, you are moving all the time because enemies are much smarter in this game. And the way enemies in this game, as you, like, get through the game, they start to get, like, affixes on them, like Diablo and, like, Destiny does, where it's like, oh, no, these dudes are, like, linked together, so you can't just kill one of them. You gotta kill all of them because they just keep healing each other. Or this dude sits here just to shield this guy, so you gotta run through his bubble shield to get in there to hit anybody. But these dudes are electrified, so anytime you shoot them, it shoots back at you. There's health draining enemies, there's invisible enemies, there's enemies that are invisible and solely exist to only make other enemies invincible until you kill them. Like, there's nuance and planning to the way you fight things on the high end of the game that, like, isn't there in Borderlands prior to this. This is not simply bullet sponge anymore. You do have to, like, start fucking thinking about what you're doing a little bit. Like, especially at the high end. I've still not been able to get a group to beat the raid boss, Bloom Reaper the Invincible. It's very tough. I would like to. They gave out the first bounty pack as a free update instead of it being a DLC. There's still going to be 4 bounty packs that are part of the paid DLC bundle. The first one just became free. Each of those gives you, like, a short storyline of quests to go on, a unique small area. The first one was Christmas themed, it's Mercenary Day, and you get, like, a bounty card in there that as you do your daily challenges, you just earn points on the bounty card by playing the game and leveling it up and doing the daily and weekly challenges. And you spend those points on unique cosmetics only in that bounty card. There's no expiration date if you own the bounty update. Like, if you, everyone owns Rush's Mercenary Day update because it was given out for free. So when the bounty DLCs come out, there will be 4 more of them. They are all part of the bundle, or you can buy them individually as they come out at your leisure. And once you have them, you have them. There's no time constraint. You know, it's like, it's a battle pass that's not a battle pass. It's that kind of fucking thing again. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's going to be 2 Vault Hunter DLCs coming that are like a major area. Will be like a big area added to the map. And new Vault Hunter and, like, continuing the story post-campaign. Genuinely, like, couldn't put it down. I have not had this much fun in a Borderlands ever, and I love Borderlands. Like, could not put the game down. It was, like, all I played for a month straight. Fucking absolutely incredible. I think I hit, like, 50 hours in the game within a week. I think I'm
Probably will get Borderlands 4 once it has the Game of Year edition with like
I'm
everything
like,
included
I
in it.
think I'm like 80 something hours in. I will always be down to play it. I can't wait to play more. I already have 2 characters. I might start a third. Um it's fucking good. It's also interesting because it has, like, live events and, like, rotating world events and stuff. So it's like doing live service stuff, but it is not a live service game. It's like a single player or co-op adventure game that has, like, live service things in it technically, but none of those things expire, so it's not really live service at all.
Yeah.
Like, but it there's just things that pop up in the world as you're running around. And if you go to them, you can do them. And if you don't go to them, they just expire and then they'll pop up somewhere else. Right? Like, it's got like
Yeah, yeah.
Destiny 2, like those random events you could find and you could trigger like harder versions of them. And then there's like the Gordello world event that you have to go there when it's active and do it, and it's on like a cooldown. There's world bosses that are on like a cooldown after you do them or whatever. Like, it's mimicking live service without being it, which is, spoilers, really fucking enjoyable. Really enjoyable because it's giving you lots of things to do without like FOMOing you, which is nice. Very fun game. Quests were incredible. Even the side quests were all incredible. The humor is on point when it needs to be, and most of the time it's not trying to shoehorn in dumb jokes. It's funny where it needs to be, and it's serious where it needs to be, and it's absolutely super fucking fun to play every second of the way. It's so fucking good. I could not believe like how much I was loving this game. I almost regretted getting Ghost of Yotei first, was how much I loved Borderlands 4, and still do. I don't, because Ghost of Yotei is a fucking masterpiece, and I can't wait for the Legends update for that. But Borderlands 4 is very fucking good. Very fucking good. And is, in my opinion, clearly the start of a new trilogy. I think we're getting a 5 and 6,
Okay,
definitely.
interesting.
The
Okay.
the platinum for that's based off the story settings and things said when doing the vaults that I found after the story and getting some extra lore about things and some side quests as well. The platinum for Borderlands 4 is called, well, shit, I guess we have to make BL5 now. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So other than that, two more things I've been playing: 2XKO and Deadlock. I played 2XKO for like a month straight in early access before my controller died, and then by the time I got my controller, I wasn't like trying to like do too much with the PC at that time. Um, so I didn't really get to play it as much as I'd like, but I'm playing it every week. I try to play a little bit every day on PlayStation. So I'm really liking it. I've always liked it ever since I got to play it. I'm loving how the game feels right now. I love playing 2XKO. I want to play it all the time. It's so good. I definitely am struggling to like get my combos clean, but that's the game. You know, I gotta practice it. Gotta stay at it. I am currently spamming Caitlyn Vi like all the time. Oh, you muted. I don't know if you're still here. I don't know if he's still here. We might have to take a brief pause. All right. So I was talking about 2XKO. Caitlyn's out. I'm currently spamming Kate Vi in lobbies. Haven't stepped into rank. My combos are shoddy. They need work. You know, I haven't seriously tried to play a fighting game in probably 20 something years. So I really like 2XKO. The fact that it's free makes it a really easy kind of like, I'm gonna put time into this and try to like get good at it and learn the game. I'm really
Yeah.
enjoying it. I'm like genuinely, I fucking love this game. Um, I get blown the fuck up a lot, but sometimes I do the ass kicking. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I saw that perfect. I saw
It's
it.
it's fucking fun, dude. It feels so good when you're playing, dude. I'm like loving the fighting game so much. I love that these characters I have like some attachment to. Caitlyn is so fun to play. Definitely a me type. At some point, I need to do 5 duos in a lobby with people so I can get an extra free unlock token. Even though I have one still and I have everyone unlocked that I want, the only people locked for me are Warwick and Braum. No, Warwick and Blitzcrank are locked.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah, because a lot of them are free to start with.
Yeah, you get Yasuo, you get Darius,
Darius,
you get
Echo,
Braum,
Ari,
Echo.
um, I think you get Alawi.
Maybe, yeah, I think
I
you
think
might get a
so,
lot
because
of
the
yeah.
only people, as far as I remember, I have only bothered to unlock Vi, Jinx, Timo, and Kate. I have not unlocked anyone else, and I still
Okay.
have an unlock token. So I think the others are all free, other than Warwick and Blitzcrank, who I have no interest in. Um, that game's great. I can't wait. Like every season, a new character. I really enjoy playing this game. The season pass is very much like the better version of it. It's pretty fucking easy. If you're playing 2XKO, you're gonna complete the pass. It's not a fucking... It's so easy. Like, it's this type of thing where the mission stacks, so you get your week 1 missions, and those are just there until you're done with them. And then week 2, week 3, and they just... So, it's not like they expire. There's no time limit. You get your dailies and shit and all that. Pretty in-depth training systems to learn, practice combos and stuff. Really good, like, actual training mode. There's a bot beatdown to where you could just practice, like, 3 rounds or 5 rounds. Oh no, he muted again.
Sorry, it's just like I have to keep the door open. So.
You're good. You're good. We're almost done. We're almost done. I have this and one more fucking thing to talk about. We could have been done. 2XK, very good. We gotta play. We gotta play some fucking sets, boyo. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we can. I played some sets with a recent friend of mine, and I won most of the rounds. She started to get me though. I had to start like being a little serious. And I'm no best either, and like I just like playing fighting games. I'm already like I'm in the Super Beard Bros Discord trying to be like, hey, who's trying to play 2XKO? You trying to play some sets? You want to play some sets? Let's play some sets. What you got? I'm currently spamming Kate and Vi as my main duo that I'm playing. I was Ari Timo before that. Sometimes when I'm feeling extra saucy, I just pull out Kate and Timo and I just alternate between throwing different types of traps and shooting you with different things, and I imagine it's really annoying. Super excited for future content in that game. Definitely, like, the more I've played it, I'm really hoping that I can, like, get some of my dream picks in this game soon. I want Fiddlesticks. I want Fiddlesticks so bad in this game. I think Fiddlesticks would be such a fucking fun, weird-ass freak to play as.
Fiddlesticks would be so cool as Rek'Sai.
Yes. Rek'Sai would be great. I think Rek'Sai would be crazy. That's, like, such a weird thing to do in a fighting game, to, like, burrow under people, and, like, if you don't destroy her little crystal, she just keeps burrowing back and forth. It's, like, a more annoying version of Raiden's teleport in MK1. It's great.
Would be fun.
I want Mel so bad. I feel like Mel has to make it. Like, I feel like most of the arcane cast is making it. I want Mel and Mbessa. I know that's kind of like, okay, you want both of them? Yes. Yes, because Mbessa is like a fucking rush down, beat him down character, and Mel is a Zona with a bunch of bullshit that she can throw at you and reflect back, and I want it. Fiddle, I want Fiddle so bad. We've got like one real freak, and that's Timo, and we need more. Fiddle, I want Fiddle so bad. I saw somebody, Vel'Koz, I was talking to people in the lobby, just like chatting about like who they want, and some freak was like, I want a Nivea, and I was like, shut the fuck up, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, this motherfucker said he wants a Nivea in this game, get the fuck out of here. I was like, this motherfucker said a Nivea, he wants a Nivea in the game. There's so many characters to pull, and every time we're getting close to like a new season, I'm gonna be like, man, who the fuck is the new character? No idea who the character's gonna be for season 2. I can't wait to get there and see what the game is like at that point.
It's gonna be
yeah, anytime you want to play sets, just hit me up. I'm on PS5, but it's full crossplay, full cross progression. It was really easy to set up. It's great. I've also been playing Deadlock again. They had a major update. There's 6 new heroes that are slowly being rolled out. Community votes on the order. Just so, like, every week I think a hero comes out Monday and Thursday, and highest voted is the one they're going to release. You can look at them in the thing and vote for them. You get 1 vote per match you play, and per first win you get 4 votes. And you can just dump them wherever you want. There's 3 new gorgeous girlies that are my 3 picks. There's a cute little sleepy little bird guy that apparently the community adores, because of course they do, and as they should. And there's a new mode called Street Brawl, which is 1 lane, 4v4, and random upgrades, kind of like gives a little bit of the Mayhem vibes, but like it's... Deadlock is still really good. I really like what Deadlock is. I like the aesthetic. I like the tone of things. And they fleshed out the maps more, or made the world more visually distinct. And there's, like, deeper lore and shit going on, and a better end screen and things. I really like Deadlock. I can see myself playing a lot of this when it's out. I enjoy Deadlock. I think as like the multitude of games that have come out and been like this type of MOBA, this hero shooter MOBA thing, I think Deadlock is my favorite.
I know people have been going crazy over the werewolf lady,
Silver.
werewolf woman,
Yeah.
Silver.
So Silver's pretty good. Silver's pretty good, but allow me to just find some screenshots here real quick. Is it here? Oh no, I don't know where those are now. Oh, yep, there they were. I saw them. Hang on. Screenshots. So yeah, you have sorry, I'm PC speed fucking stupid.
Yep.
You have this girl. This is Silver. But then you
Yep.
also have this girl as one of the new 6 that you can vote on, and they will all be out very shortly. It's just top vote gets released first. And then you have the one that's so far eaten all of my votes.
Graves.
She just looks like she'd be mean to me, and I'm kind of into it. I'm voting for Silver afterwards. Once
Silver.
once
I would
Graves
vote
is
for
out, I'm voting all Silver, and then it's all Celeste, and then there's like a priest guy who's like Van Helsing-y vibes, and then there is a demon boy called Apollo, and then there is Rem, the little sleepy time bird. This game's fucking great. I love Deadlock. It's super fun. It's really fun.
I
Like, it's
have
really fun
access
now.
to it. I
Man.
just have not decided to play it.
It's really fun. I really enjoy it a lot. It's gotten better with each major update, and I really like the Street Brawl mode because it's pretty quick. You can get through games real quick. It's like a best of 5. Just literally, you're fighting, and you're just trying to get to that first like guardian. There's the one guardian in the lane, and you kill it, and that's the round. It's 4v4. There's no like alternate lanes to go down. You're one lane at a time, and then you reset for the next round. Every round you get 3 upgrades randomly from the shop, and you can re-roll them once. So it's kind of like Mayrammy with augments being random, because sometimes you just don't get what you need. But it's really fun, and it's a fun, fast way to play the game. And it's equivalent levels, no like farming to worry about econ in that mode. It's their like ARAM mode, except it's not random. You still pick your characters. But I really like it. If you ever like hopping into it, do hit me up. I fucking love playing this game. Same thing with Borderlands and 2XKO. I'm always down, man. And with that, just over 3 hours, we're coming to our end. You want to pitch that wish list, and then I'll pitch mine. I know where I'm going already with mine.
Oh, let's see what I got on the wish
It's
list.
something I might be getting into a playtest for, which I'm really excited to, if that happens. I would fucking love to.
Well, I guess I added Gang of Dragon. I had to add Gang of Dragon on
Gang
the
of
wish
Dragon.
list.
Gang of Dragon seems pretty good. All right. So what I'm potentially getting into is Blight Survival is going to be having its playtests this year. We'll be having multiple playtests. If you aren't familiar with Blight Survival, it is on Steam. It is currently, to be announced. It is a game that has caught my eye for a very, 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 very long time. From the very first video I saw of it. So, Blight Survival is a medieval action horror experience, pitting you and up to 3 other players against mortals and monsters in a desperate attempt to reach and destroy the source of the Blight, a deadly affliction that plagues the land. I'm just reading right off the Steam page. The game takes place in the no man's land between 2 desperate kingdoms and a ceaseless lore. Within this purgatory, a new strain of blight has erupted from the remains of the fallen. Fed and strengthened by the blood that has been spilled, it rapidly spreads, turning man into monster. As the people bleed, paralyzed by war, they've turned to you and your kin, the Rithens being the only ones willing. You've been tasked to venture forth and eradicate the all-consuming blight. So what this is a fresh take on on an action horror game. It mixes like combat is very like Souls looking inspired, in my opinion, but a little tightened up more. Like, I think I don't want to say better, but like more action game than Souls. So stamina is still a thing to a degree, it seems. It's hard to tell without having been able to play it, right? But like somewhere in between like modern God of War and Souls like. It's hard to tell from just videos.
Yeah.
Um, but it also pulls mechanics from roguelites and extraction games. You fight up with the three friends or alone. There is
Oh,
no PvP. This is a PvE game. You
yes.
so you can like obviously there are points where you can choose to exit with what you've got or push forward to try to get the run further and get better loot or get to a full complete run, right? It is like a roguelike extraction souls-like action co-op game. It's like it's a directional combat system uh, that is supposedly designed to be very accessible to newcomers, but offer a high skill ceiling for people who really cut their teeth on it. Um,
Mhm.
Diverse range of weapons, armor, talents, customize them to suit your playstyle. It's a medieval world that's like decayed. It is literally like Last of Us fucking fucked up level Blight world, except it's medieval time. So fuck, you don't have a gun. You have a fucking bow and a sword. Fight these 70 zombies. Fight this giant hulking like pulsating rat monster. Right? Like it is I think I would not be nearly as interested in this if it wasn't like in the era it's set in with the type of combat it's going for and it mixing like roguelike extraction appeals to me, especially when the like if this was also PvP, I don't think I'd want it, honestly. Something about it being like, no. It's a solo like PvE action horror game that's got like roguelike extraction influences on it, or it's a co-op version of that. There's no PvP because our monsters in the world will kill you plenty, is the idea. It was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
originally started being made by two people. They've since got funding and picked up people. It is being published by Behavior Interactive, the people behind Dead by Daylight, and Meet Your Maker, as well as the game that they put out that was like Dead by Daylight but with guns, but that Death Garden, which didn't really pop off, understandably. And then they also published the Casting of Frank Stone game that the Until Dawn team did, which was fucking incredible. So they're publishing this, and because of that publishing, this team's been able to like really buff their studio up, and that's why we are now hitting playtests this year. So I got the email, I'm all signed up, so I will get to know if I get one, and I'm very excited for this. I think I'm gonna enjoy this a lot. I feel like this could be a very fun like co-op thing to get into with people, especially with like they've shown off some. If you go to the Steam page, there is a video there, which is the video I originally saw, and that is their pre-alpha fucking footage, and it's fucking
Yeah.
impeccable looking. Like it's absolutely insane how good this game looks in pre-alpha. Like, and if you scroll through and you look at the concept art they've shared and any of the recent events and announcements, this game is really coming together quite well, I think, just from what you can like interpret and intuit from this type of perspective without playing it. I'm very excited to get my hands on it. I think like medieval like zombie plague monster apocalypse is an underused combination in the way that like what oh, I don't want that to play. In the way that like Western supernatural is, you know what I mean? Like Weird West gets
Yeah.
me because I love Western mixed with supernatural. I love medieval mixed with like supernatural zombies and monsters because like it's just so much more compelling when you don't have like fucking MK16s to fucking take down the zombies, you know? It's way scarier when it's like, bro, I have a bow and some
Yeah.
rocks and a sling and a dirk. I don't even have a dagger, I have a dirk. It's like, dude, it's way scarier. It looks really cool. That's my wish list. Um, I think that does us. This
I
has
believe
been
it does.
only in early access. Back for the 2026 year. We're here. We'll see you every month, right here, wherever you're listening. Spotify, iTunes, everything we're on. YouTube now. You can see us there, audio only, of course, but that's there. You can catch us on Blue Sky. All that stuff is always in the descriptions on everything. And we'll be back every month except for November and December, near the end of the month, to talk about bullshit, games we've been playing, bullshit in the news, and the rare good lines in the news. And then, we'll also talk about the same things, where I will accuse Konami of being trash, and Vaughn will weep deeply about Parasite Eve's constant dilemmas.
I like this. I like this.
Exactly like this. Thanks for listening, everybody. We hope you've enjoyed the show. We'll see you next month for another fantastic train wreck that cannot be stopped, despite all the world asking us to stop.
We will never stop.
We'll never stop. I'll never stop.
Unless I get Parasite Eve, then we're stopping. We're done. We're
No, is that it? Is that how it
yeah.
works? Let me
Yeah.
just call Mr. Square Enix himself here. Yeah, if you could just put all the
Not
Parasite
really.
Eve stuff into NFTs, please, thanks.
Fuck you.
Honestly, I don't think I have to be worried. I don't think you're getting that Parasite Eve. I don't. I think you're a dreamer, and you shall remain a dreamer for a very, very long time. And by long, I mean your entire life. It's just not happening. If it was anyone besides Squeenix, I'd give you at least a percentile chance. It's Squeenix. It ain't happening unless it's NFTs, homie.
Yeah.
Actually, no. When the Squeenix presidents or the C-suite is not a bunch of old fuddy-duddies and they've all died and you're an old fuddy-duddy and new, younger people are in charge of the company, maybe then you can get your port. Still no remaster, but just a port. You'll be like 75,
I'm okay
but
with port.
you'll be retired at that point.
Yeah, I'll be
And
retired.
I mean, we'll just make money off the show at that point. Easy. This is so easy. Why doesn't everyone do this? All right, that's going to do it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Stupid ass show.